Scott left side in the offensive end. Left wing there. They go to Opitz. Left wing for three. Opitz has hit a couple of threes and the early 8-2 lead for the Stars. Olin back out on top. Standard open. Left side for three. Got it. First three-pointer made by the Vikings. And they're back within 14-8. Opitz the rebound. Nice bounce pass over to Scott. He drives in from the left side. Uses the right hand. Biggest lead of the night for the Stars at 28-12. Back out on top. That's Opitz. Top of the key. For three. Got it. Opitz with another one. And again, a 16-point lead now for the Stars. Starmont continues their resurgence in the first half of this season. They defeat Edco by a final score of 55-33 as the Stars improve to 6-2, 3-2 in the conference. The best high school basketball is on KCTN FM 100. It's a Central Girls and Boys doubleheader tonight on KCTN. In our first game, East Buchanan takes on the Central Girls. The Buccaneers continue to search for wins. They've been competitive in most games this year. They hope to enter the break with a W. For Central, the Warriors coming off their best game of the year by shutting down North Fayette Valley on Friday night. They look to enter the Christmas break with a winning streak. Time for game number one, girls basketball with East Buchanan and Central. The Chalk Talk for the girls game coming up next on KCTN.
Central State Bank provides a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you won't deal with a branch or department. You'll deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable, fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Lewena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today, 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms Flowers, Gibson Moore in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub Drains in Strawberry Point, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, and Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by East Buchanan girls basketball coach Chris Gruber. Coach, your team 1-5, 0-3 in the conference. Dropped a non-conference game to Decorah, 66-28 on Saturday. Tell me about that game.
I thought it was a tale of two halves, really. First half, I thought we did a much better job than what we did the night before, as far as taking care of the ball, playing some solid defense. Credit to Decorah. I mean, there's a reason why Decorah is ranked. Returned a lot of people, and thought they did a really good job of wearing us out in the second half. Can kind of tell in the second half our our legs, we were just tired just from the night before and going through the first half. So credited to Decorah for getting us to that point of fatigue.
Yes, certainly. All right, let's go through starting a lineup for your team tonight.
So Creighton Peck, senior. Elsie Flexenauer, senior. Leanne Byer, freshman. Kate Dolan, senior. Emma Zabel, junior.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
So you have Cameron Stone, sophomore, and Lucy Flexenauer, sophomore.
All right, turning our attention to Central, what do you know about the Warriors?
Just kind of from seeing them, kind of a pesky team, energetic, do the little things, just a gritty, pesky group. Coach Wiley always has them ready to go, and should be a good battle tonight.
Keys in the ball game for the Buccaneers, what do you have to do?
Got to take care of the ball. I feel like we take care of the ball, good things happen. Rebounds, felt like as the season's going, we're getting a little bit better job on the rebounding department. And then the third thing is the 50-50s. We have to get the loose balls.
All right, the other thing is we get to the midway point of the season. Do you like the progress this team has made so far? I know you had some kids having to step into bigger roles this year. Do you like the progress?
I do. We're taking little steps, but I think we're finding out who we are as we get through each game, and I do feel like there's some progress that we're getting there.
All right, so lots of positive there. All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to catching up with you guys.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes, East Buchanan girls basketball coach Chris Gruber on his Buccaneer program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, Rockawire Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at GuttenbergHospital.org. And Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at RivalsInc.com. Talking Central girls basketball now, we're joined by their head coach Mark Wiley. Coach, your team now 5-3, moving to 3-2 in the conference. Solid win against North Fayette Valley, 30-24. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, Dan, we did a really good job of executing defense plan that we had. And in the first quarter, we actually, not typical for us, we did not start real well. We found ourselves down 7-0, but by the end of the first quarter, we had the score even back up, took the lead into halftime, and executed towards the end of the game. It was really our first close game of the season, and we did a really good job of executing a couple plays on the offensive end, and defensively grabbed enough rebounds to keep them from scoring late in the game.
All right, now let's go through starting a lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, we'll start the same 5 kids that we start primarily the whole season. Bradley Erickson, Oakley Armstrong, and Blair Sharp will start for us as guards, along with Katie Royer and Layla Embertson as posts.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, we have about 4 kids that are primarily playing off the bench for us. Zoe Armstrong, Peyton Stannard, and Maya Gregerson come as the guards, and then Natalia Singleton plays for us as the post player.
All right, turning our attention to East Buchanan, what do you know about the Bucks?
Well, they do a good job of crashing the boards. So, again, something that we have to do is rebound and make sure we find bodies to box out. They have a couple girls that can shoot it from the outside, so we have to continually be on our defensive toes, which I thought we did a really good job of with North Fayette Valley, and try to make them feel uncomfortable.
All right, some of the keys in the ball game otherwise for your team.
Yeah, again, just pressuring the basketball, I think, is key for us tonight to make them get out of sync as far as offensive end goes. You can't let them get into a 6 to 8 point run. We have to make sure that we're doing what we're doing on the offensive end. Everybody's doing the same thing and on the same page. I thought we did a better job of that in limiting turnovers last week.
All right, obviously, you guys, I know, play tomorrow, then we go to the break. Do you like the progress this team has made the first half of the season here?
Yeah, I think we've kind of gelled a little bit, just as a group defensively, especially, Dan. Obviously, scoring 30 points on Friday night and getting a win, you had to play pretty good defense. We want to continue to work on the offensive end. We see glimpses of that. Just becoming more consistent as an offensive unit. All
right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Yeah, Central Girls basketball coach Mark Wiley on his Warrior program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
The vets and vet techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkwood Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Carr Auto Group online at karautogroup.com and Bacon Concrete in Postville. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barons along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We should say good late afternoon to you. Welcome to Starmont and a doubleheader tonight here on KCTN FM 100. Game 1 is Central and East Buchanan girls. Game 2 is Central Starmont boys. It's kind of like a tournament setup on a busy night here at Starmont, Coach.
Yeah, feels like that tournament atmosphere with, teams that aren't from Starmont but playing at Starmont. We had 2 JV girls games. One was 2 quarters, one was 4 quarters, a JV boys game. Just a mix and match of everything, but I think we're going to have a couple of good ones here in the varsity
in the
gym.
JV, on the other gymnasium, and thankfully they have 2 gymnasiums here, but it was Central and Starmont playing in the JV girls game for 2 quarters, then Central East Buchanan playing for 2 quarters. Starmont, I should say. Yeah, Central and Starmont. And I tell you what, the coaches were, again, kind of lost on this too. There's lots of teams involved here tonight.
Yeah, 3 teams playing a whole bunch of whatever, but for us, it's Central girls, East Buchanan girls, and I think they match up very, very well tonight.
And again, this is our final game before the break, and it's not by any stretch of the imagination a busy night here as far as schedule-wise. First off, it's a Monday night, but the other thing is we've just got a couple of local games that we are following, and that is Edco and Maquoketa Valley, and that's a makeup game tonight, and Clayton Ridge and South Wind playing makeup games tonight as well.
Yeah, those teams both making some things up, and I know at least one of them has a game tomorrow night. So, the games aren't done after tonight, but we're definitely winding down here as the holiday break is right around the corner.
Yeah, and by the way, Central plays tomorrow in a late matinee affair at 3 o'clock. They take on Keyhigh in makeup games tomorrow. So everybody trying to get those games made up before we get to the break here. And obviously, your only concern is if you don't get them up, then the second half of the season there, you're playing catch-up, and if we get any more cancellations, you start to lose games.
It can get busy and get hectic, so good that they can get those in, but exciting one here tonight. I'm glad they were able to make this work because, with Starmont not having that varsity girls game, Central said, hey, let's play East Buchanan. Yeah, it'll work. It's going to work out really, really good.
Yeah, Central, of course, lost Postville off their schedule for 2 ball games, so they've had to play some fillers this season, but again, they've been able to get a full schedule in since that time. Warriors come in. They are the home team tonight. They are 5-3, 3-2 in the conference. This, of course, a non-conference game. East Buchanan comes in 1-5. They are 0-3 in the conference. Let's start talking about East Buchanan here. Creighton Peck, one of their leading scorers back from a season ago. Also, again, they've had some other girls step into roles as this is kind of a new-looking East Buchanan team.
It is. They had a nice run there last season in the postseason, and lost, a few girls here and there to key positions, so some different girls stepping up. But, it's been a struggle at the beginning, but I think Coach Gruber is excited about where they could go, just trying to find a way of navigating to get there.
We talked about Creighton Peck in double figures, but also Elsie Flexenauer. Again, another one of those kids that played a season ago, averaging over 12 points a ball game. Emma Zabel, a junior, stepped into a bigger role at about 8 points a ball game. But they've been looking for other scoring involved on their offense there. You know what you got for those three, but it's the supporting cast that needs to continue to grow.
Yeah, it's those kids that are coming off the bench, and you talked about those top three all about double figures. Then you've got Kate Dolan giving about 4 points, 5 rebounds, and you have a number of other kids that are in that 1, 2, 3 point category. They want them to be up in that 4 or 5 points a game, giving you some good minutes or good time off the bench and giving you those extra points.
Yeah, I mentioned Central's actually the visiting team tonight, by the way.
Central's the visiting team.
Central's wearing their red bottoms and tops with the white Central. East Buchanan, the home team, wearing their white bottoms and tops there, and of course highlighted by the red trim. So though that's set, so Central will be the visiting team, and in the boys' game, obviously that's a little simpler. Central and Starmont boys playing in the second game tonight. So again, one of many things that have switched schedule-wise in this game tonight. Central girls victorious there against North Fayette Valley, their last ball game by a final score of 30-24. And defensively, this team's been pretty good. Now, offensively, you kind of struggle from time to time, but certainly the effort has been there.
Yeah, the effort is definitely there. As you said, they've got good nights, bad nights when it comes to shooting, as any player does. But defensively, much better job that night against North Fayette Valley, and we've kind of seen North Fayette Valley has had their ups and downs, but really struggled against the man-to-man defense that was played by the Central Warriors.
Yeah, and again, North Fayette Valley, their last 2 ball games had scored 55 and 69 points, and Central held them to 24 points in that ball game last week. Central led offensively by Briley Erickson, who ironically went scoreless for a rare ball game for her in that win against North Fayette Valley. She's averaging over 9 points a ball game. Layla Eberson, their post player, at about 7 a game, and Katie Royer, a senior, averaging about 7.5 per game.
Well, and if you look at the rest of those supporting cast, as we talked about with East Buchanan, you've got Blair Scharf getting about 5 points a game, Oakley Armstrong about 5 points a game, Zoe Armstrong off the bench getting about 3 or 4 points a game. Those are the differences between what East Buchanan hasn't been able to find and what Central's been able to find out of their bench play, and they want to continue that. The other thing I'll point out is all of those girls crash the boards really, really well. So they rebound as a team very well, which is huge for those second chance opportunities.
All right, and I think both these teams certainly realize they have to hang their hat on defensively, and I think that's a big factor in this ball game tonight. The little things, who rebounds well, obviously turnover is going to be huge.
Yeah, turnovers are going to be huge. We talk about East Buchanan averaging about 21 turnovers a game, Central averaging about 21 turnovers a game. So whoever can cut that down tonight is going to have some success. The rebounding one is the one that really threw me off. Central's getting about 33 rebounds a game. East Buchanan sitting around that 20 a game. So that just shows, and I think Central's getting those on the offensive end, those offensive rebounds, those putbacks, which is helping them out with their point total.
Decorah, by the way, defeated East Buchanan in the last ball game 66-28, and that's one of those deals. If they played last year, different result for East Buchanan. So some of those teams kind of remember that a little bit.
They do. And I think both of these schools, especially Central, I know, is battling some sickness. I think Starmont's battling some sickness. So it's a good time for us to be done with basketball, get to the break, let them get healthy, and come back the second half.
Central missing 50 students, by the way, today in school. And talk about the illness, Turkey Valley girls canceling their game tonight due to illness. 4 of their 5 starters were going to be gone.
Yeah, they had 5 girls, 4 of them starters that weren't going to be playing, and they're like, we just don't have the girls to play. So they canceled their game tonight.
All right, public address announcer tonight is going to be?
Tracy Curtis.
All right, so I believe we're just about ready to go with our starting lineups at the scores table. And we'll turn that over to Tracy Curtis coming up here in just a bit. And she's just making her way into the auditorium. Quickly, keys in the ball game.
Well, I think both teams need to shoot well. I think that's where it starts. Both of them have had their struggles here and there. Whoever wins the rebounding and, of course, turnovers. Turnovers are always going to be a difference maker. If that's forced by the defense or if the offense takes care of the basketball, all of those things are going to come into play.
Yeah, hoping to keep the turnovers down in this ball game tonight. So we are ready to go with the starting lineups. So let's take it courtside now with Tracy Curtis and the starting lineups here for our girls' game with Central in East Buchanan.
Good evening. Tonight, the Starmont Stars would like to welcome the players, coaches, and fans from Central Elkader and East Buchanan. At all activities sponsored by the Iowa High School Girls Athletic Association and Starmont High School, sportsmanship is a priority. We ask that you cheer enthusiastically for your team while respecting the performance of your performance and the work of our officials. Tonight's officials are Andrew Jacobson, Tom Pattison, and David Steffen. Tonight's starting lineups. For East Buchanan, number 11, Creighton Peck. And for Central City, number 2, or Central Elkader, my bad. Number 2, Oakley Armstrong. For East Buchanan, number 30, Emma Zabel. For Central Elkader, number 3, Braylee Erickson. For East Buchanan, number 32, Kate Dolan. For Central Elkader, number 5, Blair Scharf. For East Buchanan, number 34, Leanne Byer. For Central Elkader, number 12, Layla Embretson. And for East Buchanan, number 44, Elsie Flexenar. And for Central Elkader, number 20, Katie Royer. On the scoreboard tonight, East Buchanan will be our home team. Central Elkader will be the visiting team. Please rise.
There we go, starting lineups when we return opening action with Central in East Buchanan.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people, bottom line, is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. The Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Welcome back here to Starmont. Light crowd on hand tonight, which we kind of expected. We're just about to the break. Some people have made plans already. The other thing is, these are two visiting teams.
They're both two visiting teams, and some of them are probably watching the other game. We've got kids at different levels, so yeah, we're not sure who's all going to be in here for the boys' game.
And to jump it up for East Buchanan is Zabel, tip into the backcourt. It was Embretson jumping up for Central, and this game is underway. So right side, East Buchanan works it in the corner with Byer. Byer deep right corner. Central comes out 2-3 zone, and knocking the pass away on the far sideline is Briley Erickson. It'll stay down here with the Buccaneers, and Peck will take it out of bounds on the far sideline.
I think Central's with their girl to girl right now. They're matching up a little bit and trying to force the issue.
Turnaround post-up shot. They get it in the lane to Zabel. Zabel hits a little leaner from 5 feet away, and the Buccaneers strike first. It allows them to set up pressure with 2-2-1 pressure. And Scharf helps bring it into the offensive end. Left side, nice pass to Embretson, who kicks it back to the wing to Erickson. Pulls up left side, 15-footer. It is long. Rebound goes off the hands of the Buccaneers. Right side, last touch by Zabel. Stays down here with the Warriors.
Yeah, they're going to reset it here on the right side of their hoop here.
Erickson will take it out of bounds. And looking to get it into the corner, nothing doing, has to go over to Scharf. Scharf drives into the free throw line, pulls up, leaning in, shot long to the left. Had a good drive there, just did not finish, and the rebound by the Buccaneers. Quickly offensively, Dolan, right side, and again, they'll bring it back out on top here. And working things around now, left side is Peck. Peck left wing area now to Byer. Byer guarded there by Armstrong, extending things defensively. Right side, Flexenar has the ball knocked away on the far sideline. So Central, again, we mentioned both these teams certainly look to be strong defensive teams, but they want to contest everything tonight.
Absolutely. Straight up, defense, try to box them out right away and get those rebounds.
Zabel got it in the lane, had to kick it back out, now gets the ball. She moves to the lane, driving in along the baseline is Peck. Underneath the basket, misses the shot, but the ball never hit the rim. And because of that, she saved it out of bounds, but because of that, there is a shot clock violation. And the Warriors end up forcing the turnover.
They're going to give them a chance here to set up their half court or their full court defense, but they're going to take the ball out right in front of the opposing bench here.
So the Warriors there get it inbounds as they took it in front of Central's bench. Erickson right side to Armstrong in the offensive end. Armstrong quickly back out on top to Erickson. East Buchanan 2-3 zone. Royer has it on the left wing. Drives baseline, cut off there. Left wing to Erickson. Erickson drives baseline, takes a step back three. Left side shot is no good from the three-point line, but the rebound kicks out to Armstrong. Warriors drive back defensively. Armstrong swoops in, misses the layup, and the rebound tipped out of bounds as good rebounding position by Embretson. Reaching over top was Zabel to knock it out of bounds, but it stays down here with the Warriors.
And 4 really good looks for the Warriors, not able to capitalize on anything thus far. So getting the looks they want, not able to knock them down.
Erickson inbounds to Embretson, puts it on the floor, takes a little 5-foot leaner over the outstretched arms of Old Dolan. It is short, and Dolan able to clear the rebound for, once again, the Bucks. And it is Peck driving left side, gets a step in, fouled on the drive in on the floor. She missed the driving layup, but it was not going to be an and one anyway. Foul as she drove in left side. EB takes it off the left side of the basket.
Yeah, just trying to find those places to cut in, and Peck found a lane that time, but fouled before she could get that shot off.
And they run a 1-4 set starting out here on the inbounds, and it will be Peck. Problems getting it inbounds, so she has to go back out on top to Dolan to the safety valve. And now East Buchanan back into their offense. Flexenar, right side, now drives in left side, gets to the basket, misses the layup, got a step by Royer, and Royer called for the foul, trying to close in. So Flexenar to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, she's going to go to the free throw line. We mentioned in the pregame she averages about 11, 12 points a ball game, about 4 rebounds, but a really good shooter for them, a solid player, a senior out on the court.
And again, this is the first free throw opportunity of this ball game. Flexenar's high arcing free throw, it is good, and it is 3-0. East Buchanan the early lead. EB not a bad free throw shooting team at all, at about 62% on the season. And Central, of course, right along those same lines. Free throw there, that one is good, and it is 4-0. Flexenar makes both free throws. Again, 2-2-1 pressure. Royer brings it into the offensive end across the timeline. Left side to Erickson. Warriors do a nice job handling the pressure. And back out on top, it is Scharf. Stops the dribble, left side to Erickson. Erickson to Royer, but intercepted by Peck. Here's a fast break opportunity. Peck drives in, misses the layup though. Royer stayed away, and Royer able to get the loose ball on the miss. And back into the offensive end is Armstrong. Ahead of the pack, she tried to throw it to Embretson from half court. Looking for Embretson near the basket, and overshot it out of bounds. And the Warriors turn it over in transition.
Now that was the right look, and had Embretson open, just overshot her a little bit, a better pass. Maybe she can get that shot off.
And again, helping out on top defensively, Royer guarding there the post player Flexenar. The right side to Peck. 3 minutes into our opening quarter. Peck has it on the right wing, drives left side, tried to kick it into the corner. The ball lost last touch by Peck, driving out of bounds. Tried to split the defender. She was looking to kick it out to the wing.
Yeah, looking to find that shooter open on the outside, but just got gunked up there.
Scharf across the timeline into the offensive end, right side to Royer. Royer again back out on top to Scharf. Scharf top of the key, right side to Armstrong, and Armstrong will work it back with Royer. Left wing to Scharf. Scharf again, cross-court pass to Royer. Royer drives, middle of the lane, swings it left side to Scharf. Shot clock is at 10 as Scharf brings it left side. Back over to Erickson, who drives baseline, takes a shot. It is blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Unable to save it out of bounds was once again Byers, but I believe the shot blocked down low, and was that again Zabel?
That was Zabel, yeah, that blocked it. So not able to get that shot off. The shot clock will not reset, so they're going to have 1 on the shot clock here, so it's going to have to be just a touch and throw.
Natalia Singleton is in the ballgame. Natalia, that is. Inbounds to Armstrong from 25 feet away. Aired it out long. Not a bad look, all things considered, but it's still, for the Warriors, they are scoreless.
Yeah, and they've had some really good open looks, not able to knock anything down at this point, but defense keeping them in it thus far, playing good girl-to-girl defense.
And again, Embretson, by the way, checked out for the Warriors. Peck, left side to, once again, Byer. Byer, ball knocked away, and it goes into the backcourt, but it was touched by Central there. And back left side to Byer. Byer just off the top of the key, launches a 3. It is long, but the offensive rebound put down there by, once again, Zabel, who misses the putback. Then on the scramble on the left side, a Buccaneer knocked to the floor in Flexinar, and there's a foul on Central on the loose ball.
Yeah, good rebound there by Zabel, not able to put that in, and then another good rebound, but they said this was on the floor, so Flexinar is not going to get the free throws. They're going to have to take it out under the hoop.
It is the second foul on Royer, so that's a concern for the Warriors. They have committed 3 fouls. Left side, Peck gets it inbounds down low in the lane. The post-up shot there by Zabel from the left side off the glass. 6-0 halfway through the opening quarter. EB in the lead.
Yeah, and right now I think the Warriors, they just need to see the ball go through that hoop and get them some confidence.
Royer sideline to Armstrong. They have not scored. Armstrong, cross-court pass to Scharf. Back over here, they go in the lane to Royer. The pass is high, and it's a turnover. Flexinar leads the break. Drives in right side, stops, and a good job by Central getting back defensively. The ball knocked out of there, but Flexinar has it knocked away as she was trying to recover along the baseline. It stays down here with the Buccaneers.
A good hustle by Royer, but playing with those 2 fouls, so she's got to be careful not to pick up that third.
She'll stay in the ball game here for now as Armstrong checks out, and into the game is number 22, Peyton Standard, a sophomore. So East Buchanan, Peck takes it inbounds, and again she has to work it on top to Zabel as the safety valve way behind the top of the key. Zabel drives, stops inside the free throw line, 12-footer just off the side of the rim, and Singleton able to box out and grab the board for the Warriors. Royer backcourt across the timeline offensively and goes left side now to Stannard. We approach the 3-minute mark in our first quarter. And here's Erickson trying to drive, loses the ball on the handle there, and the loose ball picked up by Byer. Byer to Peck, but again the Warriors get back. Meanwhile, Flexinar left wing for 3, aired it out. Rebound by Zabel, who saves it there to Dolan. Left side, here's Peck. Deep 3, left wing, got it! And with 2:53 to go in the opening act, the Warriors have to take a timeout. 9-0, East Buchanan the early lead. Let's take this break.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
So a great start for East Buchanan, leading 9-0. Want to let you know we'll be updating you on a couple of ball games tonight. Maquoketa Valley and Edgewood Colesburg playing, and again Clayton Ridge and South Wind. Those games going on tonight there. Meanwhile, for the Warriors, using a full timeout, down 9-0 and finding it tough on the offensive end.
Just not able to get anything to fall and starting to slip on the defensive end, so they just wanted to refocus a little bit and figure out what they're going to try to do.
Royer to Erickson. Erickson brings it across the timeline offensively and goes over to Scharf. Scharf in the corner, Standard, deep left corner. It's a three, hit the top of the backboard, shot long, but the rebound saved into the hands of Royer. Back left side, Standard again, this time the left wing off the back of the rim. Long rebound goes into the hands of Erickson. Warriors maintain possession. Royer with it on the right side. Back over to Standard now here offensively. Standard brings it back out on top and will work it with Erickson. Erickson to Standard. 20 seconds, plenty of time on the shot clock. Cross-court pass almost intercepted by Flexenar, but the loose ball picked up by Royer. Royer drives in right side, a little bit away from the basket outside the lane. She was fouled on the drive in, so the Warriors will keep it on the floor off the right side.
They've thrown a couple of those cross-court passes, and Flexenar has been watching that, almost got one there.
And inbounds, they go to Embretson, middle of the lane, shot off the back of the rim. Nice inbounds play run by the Warriors, but they come up empty.
That shot was flat, just never got above the rim.
And Dolan left side for East Buchanan. It is Dolan left side for three. Got it. So it's now 12-0 East Buchanan in the lead inside 2 minutes left in the first. Backcourt area, Royer. Royer to Scharf. Warriors desperately need a bucket. And stopping the dribble there is Scharf in a reach-in foul committed from behind by the Buccaneers. And that'll be their second whistle. The last foul was on Dolan. This foul is going to be on Bayer, and that is her first foul.
And we're going to see Oakley Armstrong coming back in the game here for Blair Scharf, and another substitution for the Buccaneers, number 23 in the ball game.
That'll be their first substitution of the night.
And that is Cameron Stone. She is a sophomore.
Right side, Standard stays in the ball game against this extended 2-3 zone. Armstrong on the baseline running right to left as Erickson brings it over left side. Now Armstrong behind the wing. Baseline, Erickson wide open, left corner for three. Shot long, rebound kick to the left, and the rebound picked out of there by Dolan. It's been one and done for Central in the offensive end for the most part. Peck, top of the key, back left side, and it is Dolan. Dolan right side, stepping back from the three-point line is Zabel. Shot no good. Rebound goes to the left, and it's picked up there by Armstrong. Inside a minute left here in our first quarter. Left side, Royer as she drives left side. The ball knocked out of bounds there as the Buccaneers slowing down Central with their press.
Yeah, they've been able to slow Central down, but Central just not shooting. Ice cold right now. Hasn't seen the ball go through the hoop yet.
Standard, right side offensively. High post area now with Royer. Takes a little left-handed push shot, rolls around, got it to stay down. Nice little quick move inside there for the Warriors. Finally on the board here at 12-2.
Yeah, just finally finding the ball going through and going to have to dig in defensively, get a stop here.
Peck to Stone, back over right side to Flexenar in the lane. They work it once again to Zabel. Zabel feeds it weak side to Peck. Her shot from the left side up and in. Muscled it up and in on the left side. 30 seconds left in the quarter. 14-2 now. It is the Buccaneers in the lead. Royer back on top to Erickson. Erickson to Armstrong. Inside 20 seconds left in our quarter. Left side to Erickson. Erickson in the lane to Embretson. Post-up shot. Takes a little hook shot to the right. It is up. It is in. Fouled. Count the basket. One-on-one. They got the ball inside to Embretson. She'll go to the free throw line on a three-point opportunity.
And nice touch shown there by Layla Embretson, just floating that up over the outstretched arms of the defender and able to get that to fall through. So she's going to get the bucket and the foul here, a chance for a three-point play.
Maya Gregerson makes her first appearance for the Warriors, a sophomore, as the free throw by Embretson. It is good, so it's a 9-point lead with 12 seconds to go. So across the timeline offensively is Peck. Peck goes into the lane, and again they look for Dolan. Takes a step back to the right, but the shot just rims off the back side of the rim, and the rebound by Armstrong. Armstrong will not get a shot off as she brings it to half court. And the opening quarter comes to an end. The early lead for East Buchanan, 14-5. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Combine strong winds with icy conditions and you have a winter storm recipe for downed power lines and outages. Get prepared now. Put together a kit to help keep everyone safe and warm during a winter storm emergency. Have extra blankets handy and stock up on water, flashlights, non-perishable food, essential medicines, and more. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms, Flowers, Gibson, Moore in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub Drains in Strawberry Point, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, and Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland.
Welcome back once again here to Starmont, 14-5. East Buchanan the early lead. What was our shooting in the opening quarter, Coach?
For Central, they were 2 of 13, 0 of 5 behind the arc, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. For the Buccaneers, they were 5 of 12, 2 of 4 behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That's been the difference in the ballgame.
And right away to start the second quarter, Central turns it over. Backpack gets it ahead of the pack, steps to the middle of the lane by Erickson, puts it up and in. Turnover leads to a basket, and back to a double-digit lead for East Buchanan.
And the turnovers racking up. Central's up to 5 already.
As they look to trap out of their 2-3 zone. Gregerson baseline, pulls up, 15-footer. It is short off the front of the rim, and the rebound pulled down there by Dolan in the middle of the lane. Dolan, Peck. Also out there as well for them is Stone stays out there, along with Zabel, and the fifth player out there is Flexinar. So, high post area, Flexinar with the basketball on the right side, tries to go in the lane, gets it down low to Dolan, who bullies her way down on the right side, misses the shot, tumbles to the court, but good straight-up defense by Embritson, and the ball actually hit Dolan, or Zabel, I should say, out of bounds, and it goes back to the Warriors. For the Warriors, Erickson, Royer, Gregerson, Armstrong, and as well as, once again, they have the big girl there, and that, of course, is Embritson for the Warriors. So across the timeline, it is left side with the basketball, Armstrong. A minute into our second quarter, Embritson has it deep left baseline. Drives, now kicks it right wing to Erickson, but good rotation by East Buchanan. Meanwhile, Armstrong, left side, step behind the arc for 3, and the shot no good. Rebound pulled down there by Flexinar. As she fights away, Erickson goes sprawling out of the tie-up, but they call it a foul on Central, and the ball goes back to the Buccaneers.
Well, you saw what she was trying to do. They saw Flexinar bring the ball down, not able to get a hold of the ball, got a hold of her arm.
And so Erickson took the fall in that process as well. Peck, right side offensively. High post area once again now with Dolan. Dolan back to Peck, who drives into the lane and fouled on the drive in. Again, Peck finding her way into the middle of the lane, causing some problems for Central. Foul on the floor on the drive in.
And if that's on Erickson, that's going to be her third, according to our scoreboard.
So a big concern for Central. And Erickson will check out. That is indeed her third foul. Remember, Royer has 2 fouls and is on the bench right now as they go back inbounds here. Actually, Royer stays on the court. Meanwhile, they try to go on top, and there is a 5-second timeout taken by East Buchanan.
Yep.
Excellent job there by Coach Gruber to avoid the turnover. 6:37 left in the half, an 11-point lead for EB. Let's take this break.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
30-second timeout taken by East Buchanan. That is their first timeout they've used. They lead 16-5. Our first score of the night comes from the Maquoketa Valley Edco game. Mac Valley leading Edco 15-13 at the end of 1. We'll continue to keep you up to date. Meanwhile, Peck took it out of bounds, gets it back middle of the lane, kicks it right wing to Flexinar. Banks shot from the three-point line is long, but Flexinar gets her own rebound, but moved the feet before moving the ball. Certainly good position there, had the right idea, but a turnover on the Buccaneers.
Yeah, just followed her shot there, got that long rebound, but trying to be quick to the basket, a little too quick before she got the ball down.
So again, Central pushes it into the offensive end. Embritson pulls up, baseline, 12-footer, shot is long, and the rebound tipped out of there, goes into the hands of, once again, Zoe Armstrong, a freshman who just checked in. Meanwhile, right side, Warriors come up short on the shot.
Yeah, Embritson had another chance at it after getting the rebound right back from Armstrong, but just put it up short.
Peck to Stone. They go down low, and a nice-looking shot there by Zabel, just long. And just a little too much oomph on that one. Warriors bring it back across the timeline offensively. Armstrong right side. So you've got Armstrong out there in, once again, I should say the three-pointer taken there by Zoe Armstrong. Also out there we have, of course, as well, the other one, Oakley. Left side, Royer along the baseline after the ball.
Knocked that away.
Yep, turned over there by East Buchanan. So here across the timeline, Oakley Armstrong beats the pressure. Nice bounce feed to Embretson, but the pass maybe a little too low. Embretson unable to corral it. She had position inside the left block, and the Warriors turned it over.
Yeah, Warriors had a chance to run there, and nice seal there by Embretson. Got the bounce pass, but not able to handle that. And pass maybe for Oakley Armstrong, a little hot, but missed opportunity for the Warriors.
And across the timeline offensively, it is once again right side to Zabel. Zabel with it, high post area now with Peck. Peck brings it left side, and they're able to go on top to Zabel. Into the game, by the way, Lucy Flexenar, a sophomore, just checked in during that last stoppage for East Buchanan. Peck, baseline there, stepping behind the three-point line is Zabel. Deep left corner, aired it out for three. Rebound by Lucy Flexenar. Tried to feed it back over left side to Dolan, but it's knocked away, and the Warriors turn them over. Central, by the way, 2-3 zone. That trip down the court.
Yeah, switch their defense a little bit and kind of caught East Buchanan off guard.
And Gregerson loses the basketball on top. It's picked up by Peck. Peck drives in. Shot no good, but fouled by Gregerson, who was just trying to catch up. Foul there committed on the drive, and Peck to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, we talked about Creighton Peck in the pregame averaging, about 10 points, about 4 assists a game. You can see she handles the ball very well, likes to drive, and saw a little path there. Tried to put her head down and go.
Free throw by Peck. It is good. Scharf back into the ball game for Central. Royer will check out, and once again, she has those 2 fouls, and Peck will try to put the Buccaneers up by 13 here. Getting ready to check in for Central is number 22, Peyton Standard. Second free throw no good, but the rebound tipped up, picked up there by Dolan. They keep possession. Dolan goes into the lane, and it is a wraparound pass there from Zabel. They go back left side. Peck, left wing for three. Got it. 20-5 as again the Buccaneers taking control here in the second.
Yeah, great ball movement after that rebound and found the open girl able to knock it down.
And left side, they get it ahead of the pack. Zoe Armstrong tried to drive left side, but it's knocked away as East Buchanan gets back defensively. Zoe Armstrong checking out of the ball game, and in there is going to be Peyton Standard back into the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, got some young girls out there for the Warriors, and they're going to take it on the left side. And having a hard time getting in is Oakley Armstrong finally
and
goes
able
up
to get it inbounds to Gregerson. Gregerson drives in, but again, Peck, the active hands, knocked it away from behind, stays down here with the Warriors.
They're going to have to take it off in front of the East Buchanan bench here, but almost had a 5-second call that time.
Embretson inbounds, middle of the lane, swings it left side to Peyton Standard. Standard drives baseline, cut off, and back over to Gregerson. We approach the halfway point of our second quarter. Armstrong left open, going to fire up the three, flat off the back of the rim, and the rebound pulled down there by East Buchanan and Lucy Flexenar. So back into the offensive end, EB ahead of the pack and wide open, down low is Dolan, puts it up, puts it in. It's 22-5 as the Warriors don't get back defensively. Timeout by Central, their second timeout, down by 17.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
That's, again, the second timeout taken by Central, trailing 22-5 here in the second quarter as they have struggled offensively.
They have. They had some good looks, not getting them to fall, and then, compounding that as the 8 turnovers. It's been a rough night offensively. Defensively has been okay, but you got to be able to score some points.
And Scharf right side to Standard. Standard stops the dribble, goes into the lane to Armstrong. Knocked away, but Armstrong picks it up. Right side Standard launches a three. It's blocked there, though, by Dolan. And the rebound goes into the hands of Lucy Flexenar. And again, ahead of the offensive end is East Buchanan, but a better job by Central getting back. Embretson, by the way, checked out during that stoppage. Singleton back into the game. Top of the key to Peck, and we've got a 3-second violation on East Buchanan. Got the ball into the lane like they were looking to do, but again, a violation.
And it looks like Riley Erickson's going to come back in. She's got those 3 fouls, but at this point, you need somebody who can, not be afraid to shoot it, able to handle it a little bit against the pressure.
Yeah, down by 17, I think this is a chance you've got to take. The other thing is she's experienced, so you figure she can play through that. So Erickson has it left wing, goes right side to Scharf. Scharf stops along the baseline, but knocked away, and kind of a hand check there. And that foul committed there by Zabel for East Buchanan. That's just the first whistle on East Buchanan here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they played pretty clean and aggressive, but smart aggressive, and keeping their hands off as much as they can.
Erickson to take it out of bounds off the right side of the basket. Nothing doing, better hurry, and she's able to go on top to Armstrong to avoid that turnover. Erickson back over on top to Armstrong. Armstrong drives, swings it right side. Gregerson almost traveled, but she's able to hold things. Gregerson tries to work it on top to Armstrong, intercepted by Peck. Another turnover by Central. Peck in the offensive end, right wing area. That's Lucy Flexenar, right wing for three, no good. Singleton got the rebound, but stumbles to the court and is called for traveling with the basketball. Had possession there, but just lost the footing. Royer into the ball game. Gregerson checks out for the Warriors, trailing 22-5.
And it looks like Elsie Flexenauer is back in. Looks Zabel's going to go get a rest on the bench as well.
Inbounds, they work it back out on top to Stone. Stone right side to Flexenar. They go in the lane. Dolan double teamed on the low block. Inner reach in foul committed by the Warriors. Now that'll be the fourth foul on Central. The next one puts East Buchanan to the free throw line the rest of the quarter.
And that's only the first foul there on Oakley Armstrong, but as you said, fourth team foul for Central.
And off the right side, it will be Peck taking it out of bounds, directing traffic into the corner to Lucy Flexenar. Back to Peck in the deep right corner. She'll bring it back out on top. 2:45 left in the half. And left side, Peck wants to drive in, runs between three defenders, took an extra step. Yeah, she did. Expecting contact that time, but the Warriors did a nice job converging off the left side.
Yeah, Warriors did a good job just being straight up, having good position with their feet, and not reaching across. So didn't get the foul that time. Better defense.
Scharf, center court circle, left side to Armstrong. Armstrong, again, patient, cross-court pass, nice pass to Singleton. She was wide open inside the right block, threw it over the top of the EB defense down low, and they're back within 15. Again, across the timeline, Peck, Lucy Flexenar in the corner there. They work it to Elsie Flexenauer, who works it back to Dolan. Dolan goes up for the shot and fouled, but again, the Buccaneers finding themselves free on the inside.
Yeah, they're able to get that ball inside, and every one of those girls has a move, knows what they're supposed to do with that ball and can get the ball up to the rim. And this time there was a foul on the way up, so Dolan's going to have to earn them from the free throw line.
And again, 5 fouls by Central, even though that was shooting anyway. Free throws off the front of the rim. She'll get another opportunity. Checking out will be Royer, and back into the ballgame is Embretson. Meanwhile, checking out for East Buchanan is Stone, and back into the ballgame for them is Zabel. So at the free throw line, once again, is Kate Dolan, and this will be the second free throw on its way. That free throw there after missing the first one. Second one is good, 1 of 2, and it's 23-7 now. East Buchanan still in the lead.
Yeah, they've been in control the whole game here. Defense has been really pushing Central out of their comfort zone.
Scharf back out on top to Armstrong. Armstrong brings it right side to Erickson. Erickson drives into the lane, pulls up, little 1-foot runner off the right side from about 5 feet away. Rolls off the back of the rim, shot no good. Peck ahead of the pack to Flexenauer. That's Elsie Flexenauer, baseline 15-footer, no good. Dolan gets the rebound, put back, it is no good, but fouled as she hit the floor there hard. And heading to the free throw line is Zabel for 2, but again, keeping possession alive.
Yeah, getting that offensive rebound and getting a second chance there, and the Warriors converged on her pretty quick, and I think Scharf's the one who got a piece of the arm. But going to have to earn those. Emma Zabel going to the free throw line.
Free throw, it's off the back of the rim. Another opportunity coming for Zabel. So 1:46 to go in the first half. Warriors trailing 23-7 right now. And the second free throw being eyed here now by Zabel. Second free throw, it is good. So it's 24-7. This equals the biggest lead of the night for East Buchanan.
Yeah, Central just haven't had that offensive answer to the defense that's been put out there by East Buchanan.
Scharf has the ball knocked away by Peck. It's again out of that 2-3 zone. EB playing their guards up, looking to create some havoc, and just about got a steal there.
Well, you've got the activeness of Peck, and then you got Flexenauer up there who's long and athletic and able to get those tips. So they're really causing some havoc at the top.
And free throw line, Embretson, 15-footer. It is no good. High off the back of the rim. And again, it's one and done as Dolan got the rebound. Peck into the offensive end, left side on the wing, open is Dolan for 3, shot no good there, missed it. Rebound kept alive by Dolan, but Zabel, but she stepped out of bounds underneath the basket. Good effort there, but the ball goes back to the Warriors. as they continue to struggle with East Buchanan's size.
Yeah, they just, haven't been defending the post very well as far as entry passes, and then offensively not able to make
Armstrong,
anything.
as she tries to push it in the offensive end, bodied there, and a foul reach-in called by Elsie on Elsie Flexenar. Only the second foul on East Buchanan, just the first there on Flexenar.
Yeah, for as aggressive and, hard defenses they've been playing hands off, so good job by the Buccaneers.
Erickson to Armstrong, as again the Warriors really been forced to start their offense far higher, far out than they want to. Erickson left side launches a deep three. Shot no good. Embretson got the rebound, but the putback blocked there by Zabel. Loose ball in the court picked up by Lucy Flexenar, who saves it over to Peck. Peck ahead to Elsie Flexenar. Right-handed layup, no good off the front of the rim. Had a chance in transition there, but missed the layup. Erickson back across the timeline with 45 seconds left in the quarter. Left side to Scharf. Scharf goes baseline to Embretson. Embretson back out on top to Armstrong. Right side, Erickson drives into the lane, pulls up from the right elbow, bank shot, got it. Take it any way you can get it. And it's 24-9, 30 seconds left in the quarter. Buccaneers lead by 15.
Yeah, they can play for one here. Shot clock's going to be off as our first half is winding down.
So Peck walks it across the timeline, and again, Central stays in that 2-3 zone, and she will just let things run down as she goes left side now, and they look in the lane to Zabel, but back out on top to Peck. Deep right corner there to Lucy Flexenar, and the ball taken away by Armstrong. 5 seconds to go. Armstrong just inside half court launches it. It is short. Erickson got a hand on the rebound, but just unable to corral it, and the first half comes to an end. East Buchanan raced out to a 12-0 lead. They lead by 15 here at the half, 24-9. First half stats coming up next.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, Rockawire Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at GuttenbergHospital.org. And Rivals Inc. Custom Gears, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at RivalsInc.com. 24-9 at the half. It is East Buchanan leading Central. Another update from Maquoketa Valley and Edco. Mac Valley leads at the half of that ball game, 25-14. We'll continue to keep you up to date on that ball game. We're joined by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the first half totals. Let's start with the Buccaneers with a 15-point lead.
Buccaneers are led by Creighton Peck. She's got 11 points. Kate Dolan with 6 points. Emma Zabel has 5 points. Elsie Flexenauer has 2 points, so 24 points for the Buccaneers. They shot 35% in the first half. They were 3 of 9 behind the arc, 33%, 5 of 14 otherwise, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line, so 71% there. They did have 8 turnovers, but I think they're going to take that given the aggressiveness they have on defense.
Yeah, defensively holding Central to 9 points in the first half. Let's go to the totals now for the Warriors.
For the Warriors, Layla Embertson is leading the way. She's got 3. Then we've got Briley Erickson, Katie Royer, and Natalia Singleton all with 2 points. So there's the 9. They shot 20% in the first half, 0 of 4 behind the arc, 4 of 16 otherwise, 1 free throw made at the free throw line on 1 attempt, and 9 turnovers for the Warriors.
Yeah, one thing we always talk about Central is usually they shoot far more free throws than their opponents. Certainly not the case tonight.
Yeah, just East Buchanan doing a nice job of getting to the free throw line and knocking them down. Central just isn't getting there, but the shots aren't falling and they're not crashing the boards hard enough to get those defensive fouls out of the Buccaneers.
And East Buchanan playing 2-3 zone, but went to the trap in the second quarter, and the Warriors have just been out of sorts getting into their offense.
They have, and I think they're hesitating on those open shots because nothing's been falling, and if you're a shooter, you got to continue to shoot yourself out of that slump, and they're just getting hesitant and throwing up balls that they're not real confident in.
Yeah, again, it's been tough to get what you would say high percentage shots in this ball game. They've taken 3-pointers there, but sometimes a step behind the line just because being pushed out there offensively.
Yeah, the defense for East Buchanan, like you said, extending, showing their length, forcing those shots to come from a little deeper, out of position a little bit, maybe a little longer for the post, and nothing's falling.
So at the half, East Buchanan leads 24-9. When we return, we'll talk about our boys' game coming up a little bit later on tonight with Central and Starmont. And, of course, we'll have second half action. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkwood Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com and Bacon Concrete in Postville.
24-9, East Buchanan girls lead at the half. And, of course, coming up a little bit later on tonight, our second game of the doubleheader is Central Starmont boys basketball. Teams that are having what I would say outstanding first halves of the season. Starmont is 6-2. The Central boys are 4-2, but they're actually in sole possession of first place in the Upper Iowa Small Division Conference.
Yeah, they're sitting at 4-1 in that small division of the conference and playing really good basketball. You know, got a couple of seniors on there, but a load of underclassmen, and just have put a lot of things together. They shoot well, they play hard. But we saw a Starmont team the other night against Edco who was aggressive, you know, defensively shot really, really well and has shot well all year long. So we're expecting a really competitive basketball game for our nightcap tonight.
And the big story in that ball game will be the athleticism. I mean, both teams are going to be athletic, and the guard spots. I mean, that's the big difference. Both those teams, pretty good guard play. So it's going to be fun tonight.
It's going to be fun to see what both teams bring to the table in a non-conference matchup.
Yeah, that'll be the way we close the first half of the season. Second half of this ball game, Warriors down by 15. East Buchanan leads 24-9. East Buchanan's been locked down defensively. For Central, obviously, getting back defensively is key in this ball game, but getting into their offense against this 2-3 zone, which they're struggling with.
Yeah, finding those gaps, finding the holes, and being quick with that shot. You know, feet under you, but able to shoot the ball. And I think if you're East Buchanan, you like where things are at. Now you got to work on some things, maybe offensively, and make a few more of those shots that you've had.
LC Flexinar, also Bayer, Dolan, Zabel out there, and Peck to start the second half. Warriors stay in a 2-3 zone, and right away they go into the lane to Zabel. Back right side, LC Flexinar works it down low, right block to Dolan. Post-up shot, it's up and in. They move the ball around the perimeter, got the matchup they like down low, and it's a 17-point lead.
Yeah, just like that, an easy bucket, and they move the ball so well offensively.
Scharf, Erickson, also out there as well, Embritson, Royer, and you have Armstrong, and that is, again, Oakley Armstrong. So Oakley Armstrong, high post area to Embritson, left side, that's Erickson open, nice-looking three-point shot, got it, just off the top of the key to the left side. Warriors needing that, and it's 26-12, East Buchanan in the lead.
They need somebody to get going, get hot for them.
And right away, trying to go down low is East Buchanan with Zabel, but an errant pass. Couldn't hang on to it. The Warriors force a turnover.
Yeah, Warriors, when they beat the press and get in their offense, they've been able to get shots. They got to start knocking them down here.
Scharf to Royer. Again, that full court pressure by East Buchanan, but they immediately fall back. And it is Scharf into the offensive end right side. And they'll work it in the corner now to Royer. Deep right corner, in the lane to Embritson. It's knocked away. Royer picks up the loose basketball. Scharf in the corner and works it over to Erickson, who drives in left side. Tried to go back to Scharf, knocked away. Loose ball picked up there by Zabel. Zabel's going to take it coast to coast. Shot, it is no good as Embritson disrupted it. Good job getting back, but East Buchanan keeps the possession alive. Peck in the lane. Left side open for three. That's Bayer just off the top of the key. Banked it well long to the right. Missed the rim, and Erickson quickly back into the offensive end. Drives, pulls up, 8-footer, left side, banked it well long. Had about 12-foot distance on that one from about 9 feet away, and the exchange missed shots. Meanwhile, LC Flexinar ahead of the pack on a nice feed from Peck, but left the shot off the front of the rim on the glass. And it's, again, is an empty opportunity for the Buccaneers.
A little strong off that nice entry pass, though.
And they try to go right side. Erickson tried to go to Armstrong, but the pass behind her, and it goes out of bounds to East Buchanan. Singleton into the ball game. Embritson checks out for Central.
Yeah, just had a good bucket that first time down, but Central, another turnover. That's starting to pile up there, and double figures there for turnovers.
And Peck works it across the timeline. 2 minutes here into our third quarter. LC Flexinar in the lane. They reverse it left side from Zabel, left wing area there to Bayer. Meanwhile, driving right side as Peck slides between two defenders, got to the basket, misses the leaner just off the right side, and the shot no good, but draws contact on the attempt, and Peck to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, Creighton Peck's going to go to the free throw line for a couple here. Got fouled in the act of going up for that layup.
Free throw, it is good by Peck, and again, it's 27-12, 15-point lead right now for the Buccaneers. They've led by as much as 17.
But it's been at that 13, 15 point for a long time.
Really, since it was 12-0 basically.
Yeah.
Second free throw, it is good, 28-12, and on the inbounds, Peck, they call foul on Peck. Peck knocked the ball away from Erickson, but it's called with some contact there. First whistle against East Buchanan here in this third quarter.
And you like the defensive aggressiveness, but you're 90 feet away from the basket, and you don't want to put a foul down there.
And again, East Buchanan just slowing down Central as they come into the offensive end now here. And left side with the basketball, it is Royer. Drives along the baseline, kicks it over to Armstrong in the corner. Armstrong, wraparound pass to Singleton, knocked away there. Getting in front of the defender is Zabel. They'll take it off the right side of the basket once again.
Yeah, Central, that defense is giving them so many fits. Now they're starting to dribble and second-guess themselves on where they're going, not keeping their eyes up.
Erickson inbounds to Royer, who slides inside but misses the shot as Royer got inside the lane area, just missed it from the right. And into the offensive end is, again, East Buchanan. In the lane, they work it right side to Dolan. Dolan tried to work it to the left wing, but right into the hands of Scharf. Scharf with the steal. And Central back into the offensive end. Being hounded by Peck, by the way. Left side, they try to go to Royer. The ball knocked out of bounds there by Zabel. So there is no doubt that East Buchanan has the size advantage here on Central, and they've really used it to their advantage.
Yeah, they're long and lanky, able to use their size for rebounding, but defensively just getting their arms in those passing lanes.
Armstrong inbounds to Royer. Royer drives, left-handed runner, about 8 feet away, middle of the lane, shot no good, grazed the side of the rim, and again the rebound pulled down there by East Buchanan and Zabel. So Zabel with Peck on the offensive side, left side now to Beyer. And stops, hounded there by, once again, Armstrong. Meanwhile, timeout taken by East Buchanan. 28-12, 4:54 to go in our third. It's a 16-point lead for East Buchanan. Let's take this break.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
30-second timeout taken by East Buchanan. That is their second timeout. By the way, the JV games must be over because we've got the crowd filling in. And we should point out that Starmont has the most fans here right now, and their boys don't play for another hour or so. So with it on top, it is Peck. After the timeout by East Buchanan, Peck drives in. A little hand check there by Armstrong. Second whistle against Central here in this third quarter.
But that's going to be the third on Armstrong. So she's now playing with 3 fouls, and Erickson's been playing with 3 fouls since midway through that second quarter.
And Erickson stayed away from getting number 4. Armstrong will have to do the same. Meanwhile, inbounds, able to just get the ball is Dolan, and a foul, and I believe that's going to be called on Singleton. Nope, it's called on Scharf, as both were in that area. Scharf gets called for the foul.
Yeah, both of them are right there, but they said Scharf's the one who got a piece of the arm. Singleton was straight up.
And at the free throw line is once again Dolan for East Buchanan. Free throw on its way, and it is off the front of the rim, rolls to the back, and rolls off. Singleton checks out of the ball game. Embretson back in there for the Warriors. Can Central make a run offensively? They try to get this back within throwing distance at the end of the third.
They got to get it with single digits, I think, in this quarter.
Second free throw off the front of the rim, but hangs on there and slides through. She'll take it 29-12. Again, this equals the biggest lead of the night for East Buchanan. Royer able to dribble through the pressure, but knocked away by Peck. Loose ball tracked down there. Still loose ball as Embretson dives for it and somehow tips it over to Scharf. So Armstrong with it back in the offensive end. Warriors, good hustle by both teams there. And Armstrong tried to reverse it along the left baseline area, but it's knocked out of bounds by Zabel. And Central will take it in the near corner, the far near corner in their offensive end.
Yeah, and I see Coach Wiley wants to talk about something here to figure out maybe where that ball was tipped. He thought maybe it was higher up so it would be taken off on the side instead of down in the corner.
So the officials are going to have a conversation there, and I think they're just going to keep things where they are.
Yeah, tough spot there, deep in the corner, and hard to run some kind of play for under the hoop when you're that far away.
Yep, Armstrong far, far left corner. And inbounds, they go to Erickson. Erickson drives in the lane, leans, takes a bank shot there, misses the shot. Embretson got the rebound, but again, knocked away, but last touch by Embretson. So the Warriors had a chance there, and as it turns out, they end up knocking the ball out of bounds and back to the Bucks.
Turned away again and not coming up with points.
Right side, they try to go in the lane to Dolan, deflected by Royer, and Royer picks up that basketball. So a turnover there defensively forced by the Warriors. Halfway through the third quarter, the Warriors have scored 3 points this quarter. So far, East Buchanan has scored 5 to extend things. Baseline to Embretson, goes to Royer in the lane, and a reach over top by East Buchanan. Dolan reached over top and it will be on the left side of the basket. And they'll move this a little farther over than the corner. And they'll take it off the left side of the basket.
And the Buccaneers getting a little sloppy, using their hands a little bit more, but Central's defense has picked it up. They're still looking for a pickup on the offensive end.
Inbounds, they get it to Scharf. Scharf was open for a second, but instead works it on top to Armstrong. Erickson goes off a pick. In the lane to Embretson. Embretson has it knocked away. Back over right side to Royer. Step behind the arc for three. Banks it long. It is no good. Elsie Flexenar gets the rebound. She'll lead the break. Back left side, but a good job by the Warriors getting back as the ball is knocked away. Armstrong picks it up, then just heaves it ahead. But Erickson loses the basketball. She knew she had to get to the basket quick. Good effort there by Armstrong. Just two hands. Heaved it over down to the offensive end.
Well, good hustle by Armstrong, getting on the floor to get that loose ball before East Buchanan re-secured it. Chucks it down the court, and I think Erickson was thinking, I got to get this shot off quick. Before she secured it, then never got it quite secured.
So the ball goes back to East Buchanan. And offensively in the lane, they once again go to number 30, and that again is Zabel, but her bank shot, used it from the left side, was too strong. Shot is no good, and the Warriors back into the offensive end. Armstrong left side to Erickson. We approach the 3-minute mark here in this third quarter. Back out on top as into the game for Central is Zoe Armstrong. Meanwhile, Erickson drives baseline, a little floater on the left side from about 8 feet away, slides off the back of the rim. Again, that's a good look, though, for Erickson.
It is, and it's a shot she's been able to make.
Elsie Flexenar left open for three in the corner. Shot no good. Embretson with a nice box out and corrals things for the Warriors. Meanwhile, Armstrong double teamed as she stopped just across center court, but the ball goes back there to the Warriors. She's able to work through it. And left side, Royer with the basketball. Left wing, left open there. Zoe Armstrong for three off the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Peck gets the rebound. Peck goes ahead in the offensive end. Elsie Flexenar catches it, kisses it off the glass on the left side. Biggest lead of the night for East Buchanan at 31-12.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, gets the run out there. Flexenar running the court.
And again, left side to Armstrong, and that is Oakley Armstrong in the lane to Royer. Royer drives left side. The shot blocked, but a foul called. Dolan blocked it there, and the Buccaneers have had their hands on a couple of blocks in this ball game, and it will put Central to the free throw line. Royer for two.
Well, and we talked about Central. Typically, Coach Wiley's teams get to the free throw line, knock down free throws. They've only been there 3 times tonight, so maybe if they can get to the free throw line, score some points without the clock moving.
Free throw good, so it's 31-13. Meanwhile, for East Buchanan into the game is Caitlin Stone, as checking out for them is going to be Dolan. Meanwhile, Oakley Armstrong a bit shaken up, checks out of the ball game. Also checking out as well is the other Armstrong in Zoe. So Zoe and Oakley check out. Into the game is Gregerson, also in there as well as number 22, and that once again is standard into the ball game for Central. Second free throw good. 2 minutes left in the third. 31-14 our score. In the lane, Zabel. Back right side to Elsie Flexenar. Bounces it to Zabel. Middle of the lane. Swings it left side to Stone. Back over on top. That's Peck. Step behind the arc. Top of the key for three. Shot off the back of the rim. Coming down with the rebound there, or attempting to come down with the rebound is Royer. But a foul there as some contact made underneath. The foul on Elsie Flexenar. That'll be the fourth whistle against East Buchanan here, as both teams have 4 with 1:53 left in the third.
Yeah, only the second on Flexenar, but fourth team foul, so Central needs to attack here, maybe get some shots at the free throw line.
Royer back over to Erickson. Again, that 2-2-1 pressure by East Buchanan. Warriors have done better the second half handling it. Embretson back left side to Royer, and an errant pass and another turnover there by Central. So Embretson could not drive baseline, tried to kick it back over to the wing, and turnover again before you get into the offense.
Pass down at the ankles, a little too low and off target.
And again, East Buchanan with Byer at the free throw line. Drives in to Elsie Flexenar. Back out on top to Peck. Peck goes left side there to Stone. Stone back to Elsie Flexenar. Left side to Peck. Peck drives baseline. Goes to the reverse side. Kicks it on the wing to Stone. Errant pass. Stone tracks it down. Back over to Peck now. And Peck again will direct things from back out on top. Shot clock is down to 7 seconds. And they go into the lane. Elsie Flexenar takes the shot. It hits underneath the backboard, and then she was out of bounds and tried to come back in bounds to keep the ball alive, but was still out of bounds.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times the last games that we played. Kids just standing out of bounds and then grabbing the ball, and that's going to be a turnover right away. So just try to keep the shot alive. You're standing out of bounds.
Embretson and Royer check out of the game for Central, as Singleton back into the ball game along with Sharp. Meanwhile, stepping right into a Double team across center court is standard, and timeout taken by Central to avoid a turnover there with a minute to go here in our third quarter. So it's 31-14, timeout Central. Back with more after this.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
East Buchanan leads 31-14. Warriors using a timeout, and that timeout taken there because into that coffin corner where Central stopped bringing it across the offensive end. And again, you got a youngster there. And the Warriors took a timeout to maintain possession. Singleton on the right block, takes the shot, but it's blocked. Staying on her feet was Zabel. The ball goes out of bounds, stays down here with Central. Speaking of young kids, Singleton, which along with Embretson, really represents the size that Central has. And again, you've got a sophomore on the inside there. Just continue to learn.
Yeah, she needs to take that stronger, try to fade away, and an easy block there for Zabel.
Right side, Erickson will take it inbounds. And she'll go to Scharf on the right block. The double screen is there, but they come up empty. Erickson drives in, takes a little off-balance leaner, lays flat on the rim, then rolls through. Tough shot by Erickson. Driving to her left, leaning in from the right. 40 seconds left in the third, 15-point lead for East Buchanan.
Not going to be able to hold it for one. They're going to need a shot here, but looking to go inside.
And Zabel into the lane. They work it there to Elsie Flexenar. Moves to the left side. The shot, it is up, it is in. Fouled, count the basket. And a three-point opportunity for East Buchanan.
Yeah, and Flexenar showing their athleticism there, kind of getting underneath the arms of the defense and then going up through it. Getting the basket, getting the foul.
And again, the second foul, by the way, committed there on Singleton. Free throw, it is off the back of the rim. It is no good. So we're inside 30 seconds to go here in our third quarter. And across the timeline, Scharf traveled as she brought it into the offensive end. And again, double team was there for the Bucks as they converged just right after the center line.
Yep, and East Buchanan's going to get another opportunity here. They can play for one, but I'm guessing they're going to look for that first good opportunity.
Inside 20 seconds is where we'll go as Peck brings it across the timeline into the offensive end. Guarded by Erickson, by the way. Erickson pressuring her, stumbles, but again, just some incidental contact. They try to go right side. They now go to Elsie Flexenar, who has it on the right wing. Baseline in the corner to, again, Zabel. Back out on top to Elsie Flexenar. Peck has it. Step behind the arc. Top of the key for three. Banks it well long to the right. It is no good. Rebound pulled down there by Standard, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end. Well, they led by a total of 15 at the half. It's 17 going to the fourth. 33-16, East Buchanan in the lead.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service.
33-16, East Buchanan in the lead. They outscored Central 9-7 in that third quarter. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
For the Buccaneers, they were 3 of 11, 0 of 4 behind the arc, but 3 of 4 from the free throw line. For the Warriors, they were 2 of 10, 1 of 3 behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
So they're, again, struggling from the field. Continues. Royer has the ball knocked away by Flexenar. Flexenar drives in right side, jump stops, lays it up from the right hand. 19-point lead for East Buchanan as they score there off the turnover. Oakley Armstrong, as she brings it into the offensive end, a blocking call committed there by Byer. It is, once again, Oakley Armstrong, Erickson. Also out there as well, Royer. You have Zoe Armstrong out there, along with, once again, as well, the post player, Embretson. Meanwhile, into the game for East Buchanan is Lucy Flexenar. Checking out for them with her third foul will be Byer. Also out there, Peck, Elsie Flexenar. You also have out there Zabel and Dolan. So inbounds right away. They go back right side. Erickson open, step behind the arc for three, short. Rebound, Royer got in there, put the score there from the left side. Royer just slid there despite being undersized, got the offensive putback.
Yeah, slid in there, got a nice rebound, offensive putback, and scored the basket.
And Peck stops her dribble across the timeline and has it now back left side. So Peck with the basketball. And it looks like the Warriors, again, double teaming down low. Meanwhile, East Buchanan gets it into the lane. Here's the bounce pass from Zabel on the left block to the right block to Elsie Flexenar, up and in. 19-point lead at the 7-minute mark. And Erickson back over on top to Royer. Royer, left wing area, brings it into the corner. On top to Erickson. And Erickson, again, double team, but steps out of it. However, the ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up there by Zabel. Here's the Bucks back into the offensive end. And down in the lane, they try to work it to Dolan. Overshot. Back left to Zoe Flexenar. Meanwhile, Peck goes in the right corner. That's Elsie Flexenar. Right corner for three. Cupped in and out, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by East Buchanan, and it goes back to Central.
I've got a score update for you, Dan. Maquoketa Valley at the end of three. 52, Edco 18.
Yeah, that was 15-13, by the way. Yes, we just got that score moments ago. So 52-18, Maquoketa Valley in the lead. And, they're legit.
They're legit, and the defense is stout.
But, again, there's a great event taking place tonight as well, which we'll talk about in a couple of seconds. Erickson across the timeline, double-teamed, and tries to step through it, but was nudged out of bounds. That'll be the second whistle against East Buchanan. You're wearing a shirt tonight there. You can explain it to us.
I am. Rachel Eggleseder, we've talked about her a couple of games, fighting Hodgkin's lymphoma. So they had a fundraiser event a couple weeks ago that got stormed out, so it is tonight. Going on over there in Edgewood.
All right, so Central with the basketball. Back out on top to Scharf. Scharf to Erickson. Third foul, by the way, on Elsie Flexenar. High post area to Royer. She takes a step, middle of the lane, bank shot long, facing the basket. Missed it from about 12 feet away. And again, it is East Buchanan back in the offensive end. Right side, Dolan in the corner to Elsie Flexenar. They go in the lane there to Zabel. Back out on top to Peck. Peck drives in, swings it right side. Elsie Flexenar, right wing for three. Shot off the front of the rim. It is no good. Rebound by Peck. Took it away underneath and scores the layup. So now it's a 21-point lead for East Buchanan at 39-18.
Yeah, just snuck up on the freshman there, knocked it away, and able to get an easy two.
Erickson, high post area, goes to Zoe Armstrong, who tried to go left side, intercepted, and here's another fast break opportunity. Peck jump stops, lays it up from the left hand. The assist there by Dolan, threw it ahead. 41-18 now the score.
Yeah, and the Buccaneers are being able to do whatever they want, and it's really being fueled by that stout defense.
Left side, Royer back out on top to Scharf. Scharf right wing to Erickson, who drives baseline, gets to the basket. The shot just rolls off the side of the rim, no good. Royer gets the rebound, put back, throws it up there with one hand, but banked it well long to the right from about 6 feet away in the lane. Ahead of the pack, they try to go to Flexenar. She catches it. The throw by Peck. It is up. It is in. Flexenar knocked to the floor. Count the basket. It's a three-point opportunity and a 25-point lead.
Pinpoint pass there, a dime of an assist, and Flexenar able to hold on, finish it. Goes down hard, but able to finish the basket, going to shoot a free throw.
And the third foul on Singleton, by the way. Checking out for Central once again will be Zoe Armstrong. And back into the game is standard. Free throw by Flexenar. It's off the back of the rim. And they come to the basket, right?
Yeah, the basket was good. That's a live ball.
Are we the only one that realized it's an and one?
Yeah, that was only one, and the official grabbed the ball, so they're going to have to give it back to Central.
It's a jump ball is what it is.
It's going to be a jump ball.
And it stays down here with East Buchanan. How about that?
Yeah, that's
when I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. When my dad told me,
we had two officials that did not realize
They didn't realize it. And I'm wondering if Coach Wiley's asking, did you tell him it's two shots? Because, you know, it was only one shot, but if you told him two, that would explain it.
And East Buchanan actually started to go back into the defensive end, but they will now move into the offensive end. So taken out of bounds will be Peck. And Peck gets it inbounds along the baseline. Open for three, but the shot is blocked by Royer. Open for three there was Byer, and they come up empty. Meanwhile, Royer at the offensive end to Erickson. Erickson bounce pass back to Royer, and Royer, middle of the lane, shovels it up with one hand, but it's blocked by Zabel. And the rebound pulled down by Zabel, and again, she'll help lead the break into the offensive end. Goes into the lane, and that is once again Byer. Byer turns, fires up a 10-foot shot just outside the lane, no good. Scharf gets the rebound for the Warriors. Score to pass along, South Wind leads Clayton Ridge 13-6 at the end of one. Meanwhile, Erickson has it. in the lane to Royer. Royer, right side, Scharf open just off the top of the key for three. Off the side of the rim, left it short. Singleton knocked the rebound away. It goes back to East Buchanan.
Well, and Elsie Flexenar has checked out of the ball game. She's got ice on that shoulder. We saw it all taped up in pregame, so she went down hard on that same shoulder, so she may be done for the night.
Well, for East Buchanan, you're up by 25, and this is a case of this is your last game before the break as Peck, right side to Beyer. Beyer in the offensive end and double teamed, and there is, I believe, a timeout taken by East Buchanan to avoid a turnover there. So heads up coaching on both ends of the court. So again, our score, it is 43-18. It is again East Buchanan in the lead. Back with more after this.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank, we empower success.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
So it's 43-18 our score. It is once again East Buchanan on their way to winning this ball game here, which would be their second win of the season. We mentioned this is the last game for East Buchanan before the break. They will return on January 3rd and take on Waterloo East to start the second half. Meanwhile, for Central, you've got to start thinking here, we need legs for tomorrow. We've got to play.
They got to go up to Key High, which is always a tough place to play.
Back out on top as the Warriors are now girl-to-girl defense, and it is East Buchanan with the basketball. Beyer back over to Lucy Flexenar, and again on the left wing now to Zabel. They work it right side. Lucy Flexenar, right side for three, left it short as it hit the backboard, did not graze the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Central. So the Warriors, as standard have it in the offensive end, they, worst case scenario, would go into the break 5-5, but they certainly feel like they've got an opportunity against a very good Key High team tomorrow. Meanwhile, backdoor screen run as we start back to the offensive end for Central. They ran a backside screen. Throwing it over top was Erickson to Royer. Royer to the free throw line for two. Fouled there on the weak side.
Good looking play there for Central, and Royer not able to capitalize, but going to get some free throws. You know, you talked about East Buchanan. They got to play Waterloo East when they come back from the break. Then they got to play Springville, which is a tough game.
Well, and then after that, you've got Cal Wheat.
They got three tough games, so this is a huge win for them going into the break. Something to build off of because they're going to have a tough road when they come back.
Erickson checks out, and again into the ball game for them is Gregerson. With 3:32 to go in the fourth. Royer, first free throw no good. Second free throw off the back of the rim. They come up empty. And the rebound by Lucy Flexenar for the Buccaneers. Back offensively, Peck. Crossover dribble. Left side and driving in is Zabel. Runs into Singleton and a blocking call there on the drive in. And they're going to give her two as it was lowering the head there. Zabel to go in there and Singleton just late sliding over.
Yeah, just a little bit late, but that looked like a lot of contact before the shot. But they're going to say she was in the act, so Zabel's going to get a pair of free throws.
And again, trying to add on to the lead. Fourth foul on Singleton, by the way. Zabel's free throw, it is good. As Embretson comes back into the ball game, Singleton checks out of the game. And again, some of these kids for Central played earlier in the JV game tonight. Free throw on its way there, and that free throw is good. So the free throw made there by Zabel makes them both 27-point lead as they pull away here in this fourth quarter and actually have not been threatened this second half. So Standard has it actually on the right wing area and tries to go to Royer, but knocked out of there into the hands of Scharf. She drives, pulls up from the free throw line, 15-footer front of the rim, rolled to the back and goes through, and Central wants a timeout with 3:05 to go. So 45-20, timeout there by the Warriors. Back with the finish after this.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
The vets and vet techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
So both teams continue to work on things. 45-20 is our score. It is once again a 25-point lead for East Buchanan. Warriors still have one timeout to use, and East Buchanan has 2. And the Warriors here will continue with Oakley Armstrong back into the ball game as Scharf checks out. And inbounds, it will be Peck getting it inbounds. And again, Central now full court pressure here. And in the backcourt, Peck, as the senior as she is, lets back everybody out of there, and she brings it into the offensive end, but throws it away into the hands of Oakley Armstrong. Armstrong, right side to Royer, right-handed layup, long. It was contested by Peck, but had a great look off the side of the rim, and again, the rebound by East Buchanan. And back in the offensive end, they go down low. Getting back is once again Dolan, scores the right-handed layup. Warriors overplaying, trying to create some turnovers. Again, it's a 27-point lead for East Buchanan. Stannard, left side, and they'll work it right wing to Oakley Armstrong. Armstrong in the lane to Embretson. Embretson stops, takes a step back, shot off the back of the rim. Boy, had a great look. Just been that kind of a shooting night.
It has. That was just flat. Never really got much arc on that and comes off hard off the back of the iron.
Peck wants to drive in the lane, takes an off-balance shot, banked it well long. I think looking for some contact there. Did not happen. And the rebound pulled down there by the Warriors on the air bank. 2 minutes left in the fourth. Stannard left wing with it now, and she'll go bring it on top there to Royer. So East Buchanan going to improve to 2-5 now here with this win. In the lane to Embretson, and that is Gregerson. Left side Royer, left wing for 3 off the side of the rim short. Embretson saves the rebound on top to Royer. Gregerson to Oakley Armstrong. Armstrong takes a step to the right, little pump fake, launches up the 3 foot, was on the line. Shot no good, and Stannard almost tracked it down, but runs out of room in the far corner. Foot stepped on the line, good effort nonetheless.
Yeah, good hustle. You can't blame the Warriors for the hustle. They've been working hard out there, just tough shooting night, and good defense by the Buccaneers has been making things tough for them.
And full court pressure again. They throw it over top. They get it to Peck. Peck ahead of the pack, drives in. The shot, it is up and in. Gregerson stayed away. 90 seconds left in the fourth. 29-point lead here as they've outscored Central 16-4 in the final quarter. And back over to, once again, Stannard. Stannard kicks it left side to Erickson. Erickson drives baseline, wraparound pass to Armstrong. Step behind the arc, right wing for 3. Circled in and out, stayed down though. Finally a roll for the Warriors in this game. 49-23 our score. 1 minute as we approach here in the fourth. Peck, offensive end, left side to Lucy Flexenar. Free throw line, wanting to drive in, and driving in is Zabel. Shot no good, but fouled by Erickson, who's played well in this ball game since her 3rd foul, but that is the 4th.
Yeah, that's her 4th, but she played with those 3 fouls since midway through that second quarter and has done a really good job.
At the conclusion of this ball game, we'll be back with the individual totals for you here on our post-game show. We normally talk to the coaches of the girls' game at halftime of the boys' game, so we won't get the opportunity to talk with East Buchanan coach Chris Gruber. There's no reason for them to stay around for the second game.
They don't have anybody still playing, so they're probably headed home. We won't get a chance to talk to Coach Gruber. We did talk to him before the game about his team and the things that he's looking for.
All right, by the way, they went to the bench as well. Into the ball, checking out, I should say, is Byer. Also checking out for them is going to be Dolan, and it is Peck checking out as well. And Central will go to their bench, 4 in with 59 seconds to go. And checking out for them is Singleton, also Stannard, Oakley Armstrong. Gregerson checks out. Into the game is number 4, Avery Fetty. She's a freshman. Number 14 into the ball game in Raylyn Koner. Also into the ball game for them is number 10, that is Carly Bergen, and number 30 into the ball game, and that is Tenley Meyer. So a freshman coming in, everybody into the ball game, and Erickson stays in there. And now making the free throw is once again Zabel. She'll check out, and into the game for East Buchanan is number 10, and that will be for them Claire Reiling into the ball game. Also in there, number 14, that is Lila Siebel. Also into the, or I should say Steger. Also into the ball game for them, I believe we've got number 24 into the ball game. That's Cambria Reese, as the shot taken by Erickson. Missed the floater. Rebound pulled down there by once again, East Buchanan. By the way, Stone also checking back into the game, and also in there as well is Creighton Griswold, who takes a deep three off the right side, but aired it out short. So there's a sub trying to get into the scoring column, the sophomore.
Fire at will and a little deep, little short. So a little closer.
It'll be Erickson across the timeline. This group for East Buchanan will continue to play 2-3 zone. And let's see if we can get a Warrior sub into the ball game now. As Koner, left side, Erickson, left side behind the wing for three. Shot no good. Long rebound picked up by Koner. Back to Erickson. Drives in, pulls up outside the lane. 12-footer. It is no good. Erickson getting some shots here, but comes up empty. And East Buchanan gets the rebound with Griswold. 10 seconds to go and a travel as they got the ball ahead to Reese. And Reese traveled with the basketball. 7.8 seconds to go here in the fourth. And it will be inbounds to Erickson. Erickson at half court, and they look to trap. The ball knocked away. 3 seconds to go. Erickson goes left wing. Coroner with a three on its way. It is short, and the game comes to an end. East Buchanan raced out to a 12-0 lead and never really threatened the rest of the way. East Buchanan defeating Central by a final score of 51-23. With the win, East Buchanan 2-5, Central drops to 5-4. A break, individual totals coming up, your game stats, and the Chalk Talk for the boys game all on the way. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhag, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms Flowers, Gibson, Moore in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub Drains in Strawberry Point, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, and Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland.
Final score, 51-23. East Buchanan defeats the Central Girls. Another final, Maquoketa Valley beating Edco tonight, 62-25. South Wind leads Clayton Ridge at the end of one, 13-6. In girls basketball, let's go through the individual totals. Let's start for East Buchanan.
East Buchanan, 4 scores tonight, led by Creighton Peck with 19 points. Elsie Flexenar had 12 points. Kate Dolan with 11 points. And Emma Zabel with 9 points. 51 points for the Buccaneers tonight. For the Central Warriors, they were led by Briley Erickson with 7, Katie Royer with 6, Layla Emberson with 3, Oakley Armstrong with 3, Blair Scharf with 2, and Natalia Singleton with 2 points for their 23.
Again, our final score, 51-23. A quick break, the Chalk Talk for the boys game with Central and Starmont coming up next.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel Garage Doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Top Gun Customs knows you can fill a deer tag well out of season. If you've tagged that prize buck, pull up to the stoplight at Top Gun in Garnavillo. That's it. Bob and his technicians have been repairing vehicles for over 45 years. We write the estimates, take the photos, and deal with the insurance company for you to ensure your vehicle is repaired quickly and, most importantly, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun to schedule your repair today. 563-964-9899.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people, bottom line, is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
It's time now for our boys matchup tonight on KCTN FM 100. Central faces Starmont. Both of these teams have taken a step forward this season. Both teams enter tonight's ballgame off their best defensive performances of the year. Starmont shut down Edco. Central defeated North Fayette Valley. Meanwhile, the Warriors look to enter the break on a 4-game winning streak, and the Stars hope to enter the break on a 5-game winning streak. We close out the first half of the season with the Central and Starmont boys. The Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next on KCTN.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, your team now 4-2, 4-1 in the conference. Defeated North Fayette Valley 56-37 on Friday night. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was a close game throughout most of it. First quarter, we were able to get out to a 6-0 run. NFV's credit, they took a timeout and kind of adjusted things. They were able to get to the basket far too easily. We didn't move our feet enough, and they got a lot of free throws. And we led by 2 after the first. Second quarter was similar, kind of an offensive struggle for both teams. Fortunately for us, we were able to end the half on an 8-1 run and had an 8-point lead going into the break. Third quarter was similar, kind of an offensive struggle for both teams. And then again, we were able to close the quarter well on a 9-0 run. And then the fourth, we were able to hand our hat on the defensive end there, limit them to 5 fourth-quarter points, which kind of let us extend that lead and get the win.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, we've been consistent all year with these 5. We got 2 sophomores in the backcourt for us in Mason Sloan and Griffin Hammersland. Owen Hammersland's a junior guard for us. And then we have 2 seniors round out the starting 5, and Isaac Lone, and then Jake Hartramp, which will protect the basket for us tonight.
And some kids contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, another consistent part of our 6-man, Carson Rignett, senior for us, gives us great energy off the bench. He'll be the first one off. And then 3 other guys are in the rotation. Garrett Burns, a senior, Owen Burke, a sophomore, and Ty Sittergren, another sophomore, could all see minutes depending on how things play out tonight.
All right, turning our attention to Starmont, what do you know about the Stars?
Yeah, they played a lot of games. They played 8 games already. They're 6-2, 4 wins in a row for them, so they're playing really good basketball as a group. They got a lot of experience. A couple of seniors lead them in scoring, I know. And then they get after you defensively. They've shown some variety of defenses, a lot of full-court pressure and trapping. I know last Friday they held Edco to 33 points, which kind of speaks to that athleticism and defensive guarding for them.
Keys in the ball game for Central, then what do you have to do?
Yeah, I kind of already alluded to that, but turnovers are going to be key for us. Both teams, I feel like, are comfortable running in transition, so we'll try and control tempo the best we can, make them score against our set half-court defense. I talked about how we struggled with fouls last Friday, lost the free throw battle to NFE, so we'll try and make them score from the basket, not at the free throw line. And then finally, just making sure on the offensive end we're not settling. I know they have some length inside, but we got to get some paint touches, which will open up everything else for us.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thanks, Dan.
You betcha. Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer and his Warrior team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Combine strong winds with icy conditions and you have a winter storm recipe for downed power lines and outages. Get prepared now. Put together a kit to help keep everyone safe and warm during a winter storm emergency. Have extra blankets handy and stock up on water, flashlights, non-perishable food, essential medicines, and more. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, well, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Starmont boys basketball coach Dwayne Lowry. Coach, first off here, you guys are 6-2, now 3-2 in the conference. Let's recap that Edco win from Friday night, 55-33.
Well, we were fortunate to come out of there with a win. That was a game and a rivalry that can always go either way. We got balanced scoring. Our leading scorer, they held in check, but we got balanced scoring from everybody else. And so that was a key part to our win. We put some pressure on them. I think that helped us. But it's always good to win a rivalry game.
All right, now let's go through starting a lineup for your team once again tonight.
Dylan Poppin will start at a guard. Logan Aldridge will be a starting guard. Cale Scott will start. Wyatt Opitz will be the starter, and Noah Gellner will be our fifth starter.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Elliot Francis, tall kid, talented, works well inside, has good ball handling skills, so he's kind of a threat all the way around. Jack Toll, very physical, energetic, passion-type player, good ball handler, good defender. We'll have an 8 or 9-man rotation, I would think, tonight.
All right, now turning our attention to Central, what do you know about the Warriors?
I think that every time I've ever played Central, and when I watch film and I see how they've done against other teams, Central scares me a lot. I think their keys to a victory for Starmont is going to be that we can't allow Central to have fast breaks. I think they're very quick at getting down the court. They look for the fast break. We can't allow that to happen. The other part that they got 4 out of their 5 starters are shooting threats from 3, and it looks to me, based on the number of 3-point shots they take in a game, they kind of are willing to live and die by that. So we're going to have to play good defense to try to put pressure on their shooters, which, like I said, is 4 out of 5 of their starters. And we're going to have to also try to prevent them from, driving and beating that first line of defense and then kicking out for a 3. So we're going to have our hands full tonight for sure.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Starmont basketball coach Dwayne Lowry on the Stars program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Welcome back to Starmont. Welcome back to game number 2 here on KCTN. It is Central and Starmont. Warriors and the Stars here. Our girls' final tonight. East Buchanan winning by a final score of 51-23. Maquoketa Valley girls defeated Edco tonight 62-25. South Wind girls lead Clayton Ridge at the half 28-8. Let's turn our attention to this boys' game. Central boys 4-2. Starmont comes in 6-2. The Warriors first off here, 4 scores in double figures this year.
Yeah, you talk about their scores. Owen Hammerslin, about 13 points, 3 rebounds a game. Mason Lone, 12.5 points, 4 rebounds a game. Isaac Lone, 10.5 points, 7 rebounds a game. Griffin Hammerslin, almost 10 points, 5 rebounds a game. What a great place to start. Jake Hairtrump, about 9 points and 7 or 8 rebounds a game. Those 5 guys are just a load, and they have been playing together since they were little. And it just shows out on the court. They know where everybody is.
Cale Scott leads Starmont, averaging 18 points a ball game. But the other night it was the supporting cast adding.
Yeah, he just didn't score against Edco, but a great night by everybody else for the Stars.
So again, we've got about a minute to go for the starting lineups. I think we're ready to go. Let's go courtside now with, once again, Tracy Curtis. Starting lineups here for our second game tonight, now with Central and Starmont. And we turn things over to the scores table. I believe we're ready to go. We've got a reading, so let's take it away.
Tonight, the Starmont Stars would like to welcome players, coaches, and fans of Central Elkader. At all activities sponsored by the Iowa High School Girls and Boys Athletic Association and Starmont High School, sportsmanship is a priority. We ask that you cheer enthusiastically for your team while respecting the performance of your opponent and the work of our officials. Tonight's officials are Andrew Jacobson, Tom Pattison, and Dave Steffen. And now for the starting lineups. From Central Elkader, number 3, Griffin Hammersland. And for Starmont, a junior, number 4, Logan Aldrich. For Central Elkader, number 5, Mason Lone. And for Starmont, a junior, number 10, Dylan Popham. For Central Elkader, number 22, Jake Hairtramp. And for Starmont, a senior, number 12, Noah Gellner. For Central Elkader, number 23, Isaac Lone. And for Starmont, a senior, number 14, Cale Scott. For Central Elkader, number 24, Owen Hammersland. And for Starmont, a junior, number 20, Wyatt Opitz. Let's play ball.
There you have it, starting lineups for game number 2 here tonight on KCTN FM 100. Keys in the ball game for both these teams here, guard-oriented. You're going to see aggressive defense. What do you see?
Yeah, I think both of them are going to have to handle the pressure, win the 50-50 hustle plays. I think the team that does that is going to come out ahead. Central needs to find that balance on the offensive and defensive end. I think Starmont needs to find that scoring and handle the pressure that Central's going to put on.
Scott to jump it up for the Stars. Hairtrump to jump it up for Central. So we are ready to go. Crowd just about nearly full gymnasium tonight. Scott wins the tip into the backcourt, and this game is underway. Aldrich left side to Opitz. On top of the offensive end to Popham. Central will come out here, and they're going to play man-to-man. Opitz goes right side, and again, that's Gellner. Gellner finds himself open, turns around, 12-footer from the wing. Shot is no good. Griffin Hammersland able to get the rebound. He'll bring it back over there, right side into the offensive end. Isaac Alone to Owen Hammersland. Top of the key, rolling to the basket is Hertrump. A little push shot from right side from about 8 feet away. Left it short. May have been touched there by Aldrich, but back in the offensive end is the Stars. So just underway with our Central Starmont boys game here. Gellner has it in the deep left corner. Back out on top, works things now to Aldrich. Aldrich right side to Opitz in the corner there. Driving in is once again Popham. Back out on top to Opitz. Top of the key, step behind the arc, off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Isaac Lone tips the rebound, the long rebound away. Back into the offensive end with Mason Lone, who drives in, shot blocked out of bounds. And they say last touch off the hands there of Mason Lone. And the ball will go back to the Stars.
Yeah, that's kind of a strange one there, but they said he was trying to finish that shot after being blocked, and last one to touch it.
Aldrich across the timeline. Again, Central picks him up here in half-court man-to-man. Scott left wing and wants to drive in the lane. It's covered. Right side Opitz, 22 feet away, right side. Got it! Stars strike first. They lead 3-0.
Yeah, deep three there by Opitz. We saw him shoot a couple the other night against Edco.
Lone left side to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland, Owen drives in, falling down, kind of leans. He actually kept his balance, but he missed the shot. He's fouled and will go to the free throw line for 2. Isaac Lone, if it looks like he's been involved in a fight, well, because he was, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he got hit in the nose his last game out and a lot of bruising on the face.
The inbounds, Hammersland, or I should say Hertrump, hands it over to Mason Lone. He slides right through and scores a layup. Warriors on the board. So again, Owen Hammersland was fouled and apparently on the floor. Meanwhile, Scott drives into the lane, took an extra step, turned it over, and the ball goes back to the Warriors. It's important here that for Starmont and Central not to be sped up there by these teams defensively.
Yeah, you want to beat the pressure, but you don't want it to make you go faster than what you normally want to go.
Lone across the timeline, wants to drive left side, shot blocked there by Popham, but Popham called with the body foul as Mason Lone goes down to the floor. We mentioned there's athletic guards in this game tonight, and Lone to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, and Lone, a great free throw shooter, so the right guy you want going to the line. But we talked about him. He scores a lot of points, but he does little things as well.
Free throw, it is good, so we're not at 3. Again, Mason Lone, also the other guard there, Griffin Hammersland, a couple of sophomores. And the free throw on its way by Mason Lone, it is good. Going to be a good combination to have the next couple of years. Aldrich to Popham in the offensive end. He drives in, has the ball knocked away, and it will stay down here, I believe. With Starmont, it will.
Yeah, they're going to say that went off a Warrior, so it's going to give the ball back to Starmont under their own hoop.
Warriors here will again pick them up man-to-man. The ball taken off the right side by Popham. Popham in the corner needs some help. Has to go back out on top to Aldrich. They avoid the turnover. Gellner in the left corner now. Drives in, knocked away by Griffin Hammersland. Here's a steal. Here's the Warriors back in the offensive end. Griffin Hammersland on top to Isaac Lone. Step behind the arc for 3 off the back of the rim. Long rebound tipped up and tracked down by Mason Lone. Owen Hammersland gets it on the block, but it's knocked away from behind. Opitz picked the pocket from behind, and a turnover by the Warriors. Stars back into the offensive end. Scott at the free throw line turns. 12-footer, right side, no good. Popham gets the rebound, saves it on top to Scott. Right side for 3. It's off the back of the rim. And the rebound pulled down by Isaac Lone. And again, the Warriors want to run. And Isaac Lone to Owen Hammersland. Griffin Hammersland, right side for 3 off the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Scott gets the rebound. So both these teams appear that they want to run tonight. We know we've seen that from Central. And Starmont certainly has that ability as well. Popham on the left wing. He's going to take a 3. Step behind the arc. Got it. So a couple of threes by the Stars. In the early lead at 6-4.
Yeah, big shot there by Popham. He was about 3 feet behind the arc, but drained a long one.
Left side, Isaac Lone in the corner to Griffin Hammersland. They bounce it to Mason Lone on the right block. Pump fakes. Popham goes up into the air, makes some contact. Nice little shake of the head there by Mason Lone, and that'll be the second foul on Popham, and he will have to check out of the ball game.
Yeah, he's going to check out. Number 44 is going to check in the ballgame. That's Jack Toll. He's a senior, and he gives them a lot of spark defensively and rebounding off the bench.
Toll, who's really accepted that role as one of the first guys off the bench. As Popham checks out, Hertrump has it at the left elbow, spins, takes the shot over the outstretched arms of Gellner. Shot is off the back of the rim, missed it from about 7 feet away off the left side. And Toll again in the offensive end now. And they work things offensively. Gellner, high post area with Scott. Drives in, and he's actually bodied by Isaac Lone. Didn't let him by. And that'll be the first whistle against the Warriors. And this will lead to our first substitution for Central. As number 25 into the ball game in Carson Rignitz. And Isaac Lone will check out. And again, that is just the first foul. We've got a timeout taken by Starmont. So 4:33 to go. Opening act, 6-4. Stars the early lead.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
First time out of the ball game taken there by, once again, Starmont, leading 6-4 here early, and they take it off the right side of the basket. Opitz, by the way, checked out during that break. In is number 22, Elliot Francis, a junior.
And number 24 is in there as well.
Yep,
That's
and that is Jagger Timmerman, his first appearance. So they play about an 8-man rotation. Scott has it right side, pulls up from the outside the right block. His shot, it is short. Rolled to the left, Griffin Hammersland the rebound. Here's the Warriors with Mason Lone. Lone left side to Hertrump. Hertrump spins the left block, but is cut off, and then takes a fadeaway shot blocked by Scott. Good defense there by the Stars. Hertrump had nowhere to go. And back in the offensive end comes Starmont. Aldrich right side to Jagger Timmerman. A step behind the arc. Scott off the right block. Scott right elbow. Back out on top. That's Francis. Wide open. Sets. Fires the three, but left it short. There's a foul. And this is on Hertrump here. And apparently there did not give him room to land. So that will put free throws on the line there for Francis for 3.
Yeah, they're going to say.
Well, now they're going to talk here.
Well, he said 3 shots,
yeah,
but I thought
did.
that was after the shot on the box out. So they're going to line up here and shoot 3.
I think what he's saying is didn't give him room to land.
Didn't give him a chance to land.
So they got him the foul there as he was coming down. So Francis to the free throw line, and again, this is 3. Free throw on its way there, and it is good over the front of the rim, then rolled to the back. Central as a team shoots 63% from the free throw line, and Starmont at 59%. But these teams similar in a lot of numbers. Second free throw on its way, and that one good. And it's again 8-4. Isaac Lone back in. Hertrump checks out of the ball game for the Warriors. And I believe that was just his first foul, right?
It was. It was only his first.
So the third free throw rather, being eyed by Francis. Floats that free throw on up there. It is good. So they've gotten 3 3-point plays basically, a couple of three-pointer shooting-wise, and then a 3-point play there to make it 9-4. Starmont in the lead. Mason Lone, right side to Owen Hammersland. Stars again man-to-man. Owen Hammersland drives in, gets to the left side. The layup rolls off the front of the rim. Hung there for a moment, but went to the left side out. And Owen Hammersland drawing contact on the drive in. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, got his shoulders past the defender, and then when he went to elevate, they didn't give him room to go straight up, so he's going to get a couple of free throws here.
Foul on Aldrich. That's his second, so that's a concern for Starmont as Opitz comes in. Aldrich checks out. It is also the 4th team foul there, committed there by the Stars.
Yeah, so Central's going to be shooting 2 from here on out on all the fouls, so look to see them attack the basket.
Free throw on its way by Owen Hammersland, makes the first, makes the second, and it's 9-6. Back to a 3-point lead for Starmont. Jagger Timmerman across the timeline offensively. Timmerman right side to Opitz, baseline to Francis, to Toll in the right block area. Going to lower his head, trying to back his way underneath. Reaches in front there, reaches around from behind there, the backboard, but leaves the shot short. Meanwhile, Owen Hammersland ahead of the pack. The layup popped in and out. Another one that just wouldn't go for him. Foul on Francis challenging the shot, and Owen Hammersland back to the free throw line for 2. And there's the 5th foul.
Yeah, there's the 5th foul. So from here on, they're shooting free throws, but a nice drive there by Owen Hammersland. Not able to get the ball.
Free throw, it is good, and it's now 9-7. Warriors back within 2. Owen Hammersland coming into this ball game here, 7 of 12 free throw shooting wise. And again, has that left-handed soft touch second free throw. It's in and out. We jinxed him. 3 of 4 on the night, though. And Scott gets the rebound. And back is Toll across the timeline. Toll kind of plays point guard, can play in the post. Right side to Scott. Scott one-on-one with Rignitz. Gets a step by him, drives to the left side. Layup, pretty move. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And the Stars lead 11-7.
Yeah, Scott found a little bit of an opening there and able to get his shoulders by and little head fake and sweet finish. Gets the extra bucket there.
Now the concern for Central, when Hertrump is not in the ball game, you don't have a lot of size.
Yeah, you don't have quite the same height on there.
Free throw, it is no good, but the long rebound picked up by Toll, brings it to the right side and scores the layup. It's now 13-7, the Stars in the lead. Lone, right side to Griffin Hammersland. Owen Hammersland, right corner for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Timmerman the rebound. Here's Opitz ahead of the pack. Lays it up from the right side. It's up and in. 15-7, and in the blink of an eye, an 8-point lead for the Stars.
We saw this the other night with Starmont and Edco, and they had just these mini runs, and they just kept extending and extending.
Back over right wing, Griffin Hammersland for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Toll gets the rebound for the Stars. Francis back into the offensive end for Starmont. Stops at the top of the key. Over to Toll. Toll right side to Scott. Goes in the lane. Timmerman cuts through. Shot from the right block. It's up and in. And the Warriors want a timeout. It's suddenly a 10-point lead for Starmont at 17-7. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Elkader on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Timeout taken by Central, trailing 17-7. During the break, the Starmont student section, they're back on their feet, by the way, singing Silent Night to us. They sang John Denver the other night. It's Silent Night in the Christmas spirit tonight.
Little Vienna Boys Choir there. They hit those high notes really well.
So a 10-point lead here after the first timeout taken by the Warriors as we approach the 2-minute mark here in our opening quarter. Mason Lone baseline to, again, Rignitz. They work it right wing to Griffin Hammersland. Hertrump back in the game. Meanwhile, Opitz steals the ball away on a pass. Timmerman has his pocket picked, and here's Central back the other way. Isaac Lone drives in, blocked out of bounds by Scott. Isaac Lone challenged the shot blocker, stays down here, though, with the Warriors.
Well, you can see Central, they want a challenge. They're attacking that rim, trying to get Scott in foul trouble, but he's cleaned the glass a couple of times.
Rignitz on the inbounds, back out on top to Mason Lone. Griffin Hammersland drives in, double pump shot into Scott, who's straight up, shot no good, an errant shot. And again, the rebound by Francis. Back over to Timmerman. Timmerman, right block area, back over on top here now to Francis. Scott, top of the key, wants to drive in, pulls up from the elbow, 15-footer off the back of the rim. Long rebound to Toll, saves it to Opitz. Opitz back to Scott. Top of the key, wants to go again. Spins left side to Opitz. Opitz drives in, Euro steps, takes the shot, blocked by Hertrump. Hertrump shows his hops on the other end. And here's the Warriors back into the offensive end. Griffin Hammersland, right side. And the ball knocked away by Opitz. Starmont, by the way, 1-3-1.
Yeah, change defense there, and Central realized it, went to reset it. Griffin Hammersland got Opitz up in the air, so he's going to shoot 2 on that. Remember, that's their 5th. They're already in the bonus.
Timmerman checks out. Back in there for Starmont is Gellner. Meanwhile, at the scores, Owen Hammersland has checked into the ball game, and he's going to check back in. He's actually going to check in for the younger brother, and the free throw, it is no good. So he's checking in for the shooter, and they're going to try to horn him in here, but Griffin's got one more free throw yet.
Yeah, just missed the first one there. Griffin Hammersland trying to get in the scoring column with the second.
Free throw on its way. It is good, and it's now 17-8. Also into the game for Starmont as Opitz checks out. into the ball game for them is number 2, and that will be once again Carson Curtis is a senior into the ball game. And again, the Warriors pick them up, and they are man-to-man as they go left side to Scott. Scott on the left block, spins, fadeaway shot from 12 feet away, rattled around, got it to stay down. Scott showing touch. An 11-point lead for Starmont. Griffin, Owen Hammersland, left side to Isaac Lone for 3, got it, and he's fouled. It's a chance for a rare 4-point play, and the Warriors back within 8.
Yeah, Isaac Lone knocks down the three-pointer and didn't give him a chance to land, so he gets fouled on that shot. He's got a chance for a 4-point play here.
And the first foul committed there by number 14 in Scott. So the free throw on its way there by Isaac Lone, unable to finish things through, left it short. And the rebound pulled down there by Francis. One thing, when Starmont goes to their bench, they're still lengthy. Scott, left side, pulls up outside the block. Little 8-footer, it is good. Scott creating his own shot. And you wonder how long the Warriors stay in man-to-man right now.
Yeah, they may have to give a different look here just to try to ID where he's at.
On top in the lane, Rignitz. Left side, Mason Lone, top of the key for 3, got it. Warriors staying in the ball game with some outside shooting last couple of trips. They're back within 7. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Stars can work for 1 if they choose. Toll, crossover dribble. Left block area, swings it right side to Gellner. 20 seconds to go. Gellner drives in, takes a little runner, banked it long, but Toll the rebound. Back to Francis. Francis traveled with the basketball. He ends up on the floor along with Hertrump, but he traveled before that. 11 seconds to go. And the ball goes back there to the Warriors as Mason Lone and Rignitz check out. Into the ball game for the first time tonight is number 32, Garrett Burns, a senior. Griffin Hammersland back in. And again, we're down to 10 seconds left in the quarter as Isaac Lone brings it across the timeline. In the corner, Hertrump, left side. Back over right side to Lone. He's open right side for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down there by Francis, and the opening quarter comes to an end. Up tempo we are here in quarter number 1. 21-14, Stars the early lead. Let's take this break.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Lowena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkwood Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase in Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Carr Auto Group online at KARAutogroup.com and Bacon Concrete in Postville.
21-14, the early lead for Starmont. Boys scored a pass along. Edco leads Maquoketa Valley 11-7 at the end of 1. A girls score. Southwind leads Clayton Ridge 47-8. Starting the fourth quarter there. Meanwhile, Central tried to work it in the lane to Burns, but it's knocked away, stolen away by the Stars. Aldrich, Scott, Opitz, Gellner, and Popham. Starting 5 out there for the Stars to start the second quarter. Right side, Opitz. Back out on top to Aldrich. Left wing to Gellner. Trying to go in the lane to Scott. The ball knocked out of there. Picked back up, though, by Gellner. Central, by the way, 2-3 zone. Gellner left side for 3. Popped in and out. No good. Burns gets the rebound. So back into the offensive end. Now here is Isaac Lone. Griffin Hammersland out there. Owen Hammersland. Burns along with Hertrump. The ball knocked away as Griffin Hammersland drove baseline. Stays down here, shooting in the opening quarter.
Starmont was 8 of 16, so 50%, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Central 3 of 14, 6 of 9 from the free throw line.
And again, inbounds to Griffin Hammersland in the corner to Burns. Burns back over top of the key now here against this 1-3-1. Just underway in our second quarter. And it is again Isaac Lone at the top of the key. Griffin Hammersland step behind the arc. Right side for 3 off the front of the rim. Shot no good. Scott clears the rebound. Back into the offensive end is again Popham. Popham brings it back over on top. Left side to Aldrich. Aldrich stops left in the corner now to Opitz. That's again Gellner. Cuts over the middle of the lane. Pulls up. The 8-footer outside the lane just rattled in and out. No good. Warriors get the rebound. Griffin Hammersland drives in, cut off by Scott. Good decision by Griffin to work it onto the wing. Meanwhile, Isaac Alone drives baseline, tried to bounce it from left to right on the baseline, but was actually knocked out of bounds by the Stars and Scott.
Yeah, Warriors, good adjustment against this 1-3-1, but it looks like Stars kind of matching back up, maybe going back to that 2-3 zone on this out-of-bounds play.
Right side, Mason Lone goes back out on top to Griffin Hammersland. Stops his dribble and goes left side to Mason Lone. Lone left wing now to Hertrump. Hertrump cross-court pass to Owen Hammersland. Back out on top to Mason Lone. Left side, that's Hertrump. Left corner for three, no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Burns. Back over, here is Hertrump. Drives in right side, gets to the basket. Mason Lone, the nice flip pass back to the free throw line. Hertrump drives in. They're back within 5.
Good unselfish basketball there.
And here is some full court pressure by Central and a turnover by Starmont. As Popham got the basketball near center court, and there it was, a double team.
Yeah, double team kind of got him off guard, stumbled before he could pass that, and another turnover. That puts Starmont at 5 turnovers.
Griffin Hammersland back out on top to Mason Lone. And it is again right side to Griffin Hammersland to big brother Owen along the far baseline. Back over here is again Mason Lone. Lone, nice feed to Griffin Hammersland, drives in, actually runs into Burns, but the shot no good. It's knocked out of bounds, but last touch by the Stars. It'll stay down here for Starmont. Mason Lone will take it out of bounds for the Warriors. And they run basically a 1-4 set along the baseline. Owen Hammersland now is in the middle of the lane, catches a high pass. Back over to Griffin. Left side, Hertrump. Another corner three on its way short. Rebound into the hands of Owen Hammersland. Put back, no good, but he's fouled as the Warriors keep possession alive. And Owen Hammersland to the free throw line for 2.
You can see it's getting a little physical in there. A lot of bodies pushing, shoving, trying to get that defensive positioning to get those rebounds, and they're fighting tooth and nail for every possession.
That is the 3rd foul on Aldrich as the free throw is no good off to the right. He'll check out. And Jagger Timmerman back into the ballgame for the Stars, so a concern here now for Starmont.
Aldrich usually sets the table, running the point for him. He's going to have to sit here for a while.
Second free throw, it is no good. They come up empty. Rebound, though. Hertrump tipped it to himself. Put back, it is good. He was able to get the rebound over Scott, then turned with the shoulder leaning in right, hit the shot, and the Warriors climb back within 3. Backcourt area, Popham. Popham into the offensive end. Goes left side. A high pass, but Scott gets it. Rolls it over right side. Opitz in the corner for 3. Shot no good. Warriors getting everyone to the glass, and now here is Griffin Hammersland. Ahead to Lone. He drives in. Left-handed layup. It's up and in. And here's a run by the Warriors. Back within 21-20.
And here's that 2-2-1 pressure. Just try to slow down the Stars.
And back over right side in the offensive end is Scott. Gets all the way to the basket. Feeds it over to Timmerman. His layup up and in. You're so concerned about Scott getting the shots, and he gets the assist there.
Yeah, he gets all the attention and found a teammate that time. Good unselfish basketball.
On top, Mason Lone with the basketball. They continue that 1-3-1. Meanwhile, the ball knocked away by Opitz. There's a turnover by the Warriors. Scott brings it into the offensive end to Opitz. Type of ball game we thought we were going to get tonight. Opitz, about a 25-footer right side shot, no good. Griffin Hammersland, smallest guy in the court, goes and gets the rebound over to Mason Lone. Lone drives in, stops on the baseline, takes a step-back shot, blocked by Scott. That's his 3rd block. And the rebound into the hands of Popham. Back in the offensive end is the Stars. An over and back violation as Popham threw it over right side to Gellner as he jumped across into the offensive end. They say he touched the ball before the feet came down.
Yeah, he was still in the air when he touched that ball and had not established position in the front court, so a turnover there for the Stars.
Hertrump, Burns, and Mason Lone all check out for the Warriors. Rignitz back in there. Also in there as well as Isaac Lone back into the ball game. And number 2, his first appearance, is Owen Burke, a sophomore. Right side offensively, Isaac Lone hands it back to Rignitz. The ball knocked away into the hands of Opitz. Meanwhile, they lose the ball at center court, but it falls into the hands of Scott. He brings it into the offensive end on top to Popham. Popham, left side, traveled with the basketball. Got stopped inside the left block, and Popham not at all pleased. And
I think Coach Lowry was trying to call a timeout to bail him out, but the travel had already happened.
Yeah, so Popham there, I would say emotional after that play. And again, it was wise to just kind of keep it quiet after that. Right side in the corner, Owen Hammersland for three. And suddenly the game tied with 4 minutes left here in the half.
Well, we knew that Central wasn't going to go away quietly, that's for sure.
Across the timeline is Scott. Scott drives baseline, loses the ball. Rignitz there. Isaac Lone forced the turnover, and the Warriors bring it back into the offensive end. Isaac Lone drives in, right side to Burke. In the corner, three. Griffin Hammersland, no good. As it's circled around. Rebound by Scott, tied up by Isaac Lone. It's a jump ball, but it goes back to the Stars with 3.5 left in the half.
And the Warriors tend to, hang around on those rebounds, maybe get an easy one, get a hold of the ball, tied it up that time. Smart play there by Isaac Lone.
Burke out, Mason Lone back in, and now Starmont wants that timeout. They've made some subs. 3:35 to go. We're tied at 23. Let's take this break.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
So we're tied at 23 as Central, off to a really good start in the second quarter. They've outscored Starmont 9-2.
Yeah, shooting much better here in the second quarter. Kind of lived by the free throws in the first quarter, but able to knock down shots that defensively have caused another 4 turnovers out of the Stars.
All right, we have a girls' final. Southwind has defeated Clayton Ridge tonight, 49-12. Meanwhile, back in the offensive end is Starmont, and they throw it away. Opitz tried to go baseline to Francis. It's overshot, and the Warriors continue defensively to put pressure on Starmont.
Well, and the pressure is forcing Starmont to go faster than they probably want to, and that's what caused the turnover again.
And again, the Popham plays the top of the 1-3-1. Owen Hammersland to Mason Lone, right side to Griffin Hammersland. They try to go in the lane to Isaac Lone, but the ball knocked away by Wyatt Opitz there. And the Stars, they force a turnover on their end. Toll checked in during that break for Starmont. And to right side, here's the jump shot by Timmerman, 15 feet away, no good. Isaac Lone comes down with the rebound along there with Francis. It is a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to the Warriors. Rignitz checks out. Hertrumpf into the ball game. Scott back in for the Stars, and checking out for them as well will be Popham. Meanwhile, inside 3 minutes left here in our third. Right side, Lone tried to go in the lane. Griffin Hammersland did to Isaac Lone, but a pass that was too low went through the legs, and it goes back to the Stars. Turnover there by Central. Right side, Opitz. Opitz on top to Francis. Francis tried to go high post area, knocked away by Mason Lone, but Timmerman tracks it down. Back in the corner to Opitz. Opitz, left side, and Timmerman on the left wing. Right side to Opitz, a step behind the arc, 22 feet away, got another one. 26-23, Opitz with another three-pointer.
And he's deep behind that arc, so it's hard to get out there and get a hand in his
In the
face.
lane, Isaac Lone gets a step by Scott, but good straight-up defense. Took an errant shot too far along the baseline, and Francis gets the rebound for the Stars. And Toll will actually walk it into the offensive end.
Calm him down a little bit.
Opitz, 25 feet away again. That shot no good, and then Toll comes over the back and commits the foul as Owen Hammersland had weak side rebounding position for the Warriors.
And that's only going to be, the second foul of this half on the Stars. So much cleanly played here in the second quarter.
Curtis back in, checking out, by the way, is Opitz. That foul called on Toll, his first. And again, Starmont falling back into the 1-3-1. Timmerman now plays the top of that 1-3-1. Griffin Hammersland in the corner to Owen Hammersland. Griffin left side now to Lone. Lone from just off the elbow, 15-footer up flat off the back of the rim. Timmerman got the rebound, and again, Toll going to slow things down a little bit into the offensive end. Hands it back out on top to Scott. Scott, right side, offensive foul. Kind of extended that arm as he was guarded by Mason Lone, and just that extension of the arm gets the call.
Yeah, whether he made contact or not, that arm was extended. There was space there, and the official says that's what caused that space. So it's going to be a turnover for the Stars.
And that's the second foul on Scott, so he'll check out here, likely for the rest of the half. As back into the ballgame, Curtis checked in moments ago, but now Gellner comes back into the ballgame. Mason Lone, left side on top to Isaac. Isaac at the right elbow, baseline to Owen Hammersland. Griffin Hammersland drives in, swings it left side. Mason Lone, left side for three, got it! 3-point shooting contest. We're tied at 26.
Big basket there by Mason Lone to get the Warriors back to tied, and here comes the defense of the Warriors, try to get a stop.
Toll in the offensive end to Curtis. Curtis baseline to Gellner. Gellner back out on top to Toll. Central active in their 2-3 zone. Timmerman in the corner now to Curtis. They go in the lane to Gellner. Outside, 10-foot jump shot. It is good. Squared up nice on that shot. Back to a 2-point lead inside a minute left in the half. And here is Mason Lone as Starmont getting back defensively. Mason Lone stops back out on top to Griffin Hammersland. Right side to Owen. He's going to take the three along the baseline. Aired it out long. That doesn't happen very often as Toll got the rebound. 9-second differential between game clock and shot clock, by the way. And Toll works it into the offensive end. Timmerman in the corner to Gellner. Gellner back out on top to Curtis. Curtis right side to Gellner. Gellner drives baseline, stops, back out on top. Timmerman top of the key for three. Oh, it's long. Rebound, and the rebound by Isaac Lone. And they call it jump ball as it was again, that time Francis reaching over top. And the official says we got a jump ball. We're going to keep it down here as they both ended up on the floor.
Yeah, both of them ended up with it, and it looks like we might have a bloody nose, so he's going to go have that checked out. Isaac Lone's out of the building already. He's headed to the locker room to have that nose checked out.
Well, and again, playing with a broken nose already. So into the ball game is Rignitz. Back out on top to Curtis. 20 seconds left in the half. Timmerman right side, and he'll bring it back over here to Toll. Stars seem content to work for one. A good decision. Curtis just has it left side and kicks it baseline in the corner. That is Timmerman for three. Got it! Deep left corner. Back to a 5-point lead for Starmont. Mason Lone into the offensive end, brings it left side over to Griffin Hammersland. They do not get a three off. It goes in, but it would not have counted anyway. So again, the shot waved off. We go to the half. A good one here at Starmont. 31-26. Stars lead the Warriors at the half. When we return, we'll talk with Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley and have first half stats. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. The Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service.
At the half, 31-26, Starmont boys in the lead. Earlier tonight, it was the East Buchanan girls defeating Central by a final score of 51-23. We're joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley. Coach, obviously the start of the ball game kind of set the tone.
It definitely did. We were down 12-0 right away, and this starts on the defensive end. We need to do a better job of locating people that are cutting. We didn't jam their cuts, and they did a really good job of getting to the rim.
All right, offensively, though, a tough night for your team.
Yeah, I mean, we had open shots. We got to be able to knock some of those down. I think we made things a little bit more difficult than they needed to be on the offensive end sometimes. We did not dribble penetrate as well as we need to, and foul trouble really had a damper on us as well, I felt like, in the second quarter. Though I thought second quarter was probably our best quarter playing-wise, we didn't get the ball in the lane until that second quarter.
All right, obviously East Buchanan, their length caused us some problems.
They did, especially the Zabel girl in the middle. She can move. She did a really good job of contesting shots in the middle of the lane. I thought Royer got into the lane. We just got to be able to finish those. And then also Layla had a lot of shots around the rim, and we struggled to put those in. But, we continue to work. So.
Yeah, and obviously you shoot 19%, tough to win any ball game.
That's exactly right. And not so disappointed in our offensive output. You're going to have games like that. I just felt like defensively we weren't here tonight as well as we should be.
And again, I think that's been the story. When you guys have been successful, your D's been great.
Right, and when we don't score on the offensive end, it can't change our defense. And I felt like tonight it definitely had an impact on how we played defense because the ball wasn't going in. We didn't play as hard on the defensive end.
All right, Briley Erickson had 7 points, playing through some foul trouble, played well through that foul trouble there. And Katie Royer had 6 points, and again, in the lane, most of her action.
Yeah, those two kids have been pretty consistent. I know Briley didn't score on Friday, but she did a lot of other things for us. We just got to get our third and fourth score there about 10 points, and it would be nice to have 3 people in double figures.
All right, quick turnaround tomorrow.
Yeah, we have to go to Kekai, so we got to get healthy the next 16 to 18 hours here. That's been one of the biggest issues, I feel like. We're just not healthy. Blair Sharp's kind of under the weather, and Zoe Armstrong and Layla Embertson actually is fighting some stuff too, so we lost Madeline Pope. She's actually at home as well. So, we got to battle through. And I think you said it on air, but, Turkey Valley actually had to cancel their game today because of influenza A. So, those things are going around. And, that's not an excuse. It's just the reality that we got to, next person up, and we got to battle through this and get the break.
All right, Coach. Have yourself a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll catch up with you guys after the break.
Same to you, Dan.
You betcha. Central basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team, they dropped the decision earlier to East Buchanan, 51-23. A break. When we return, first half stats, second half action. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner, supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms, Flowers, Gibson, Moore in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub Drains in Strawberry Point, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, and Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland.
at the half. 31-26 is our score. It is Starmont leading Central. We turn things over to Coach Aaron Hamann. Let's go through the first half totals, starting for the Stars.
Balanced scoring for the Stars in that first half. Wyatt Opitz leads the way with 8 points. Jaeger Timmerman with 7 points. Cale Scott with 6 points. 3 points for Dylan Popham. 3 points for Elliot Francis. 2 points for Noah Gellner. And 2 points for Jack Toll. So 31 points for the Stars. They shot 44%. 4 of 11 behind the arc for 36%, 8 of 16 otherwise, so an even 50%, and only 3 of 4 from the free throw line, all of those coming in the first quarter. 10 turnovers for the Stars in that first half.
Totals now for Central.
Central's led by Mason Lone. He's got 12 points. Owen Hammerslin with 6 points. Jake Hairtrump with 4 points, Isaac Lone with 3 points, and Griffin Hammerslin with 1 point. So there's their 26 points. They shot 26%, 4 of 14 behind the arc, 3 of 13 inside. 6 of 11 from the free throw line for 55%, but 0 for 2 in that second quarter, and then only 7 turnovers so far for the Warriors.
And the big story is Central struggling shooting in that opening quarter, especially got them down by 10, but they've worked their way back, actually took a lead.
Yeah, they were 3 of 14 in that first quarter, but 6 free throws kind of kept them hanging around, and did a little bit better in that second quarter, and the three-pointers have been keeping them in this ball game, but I think they're okay with the pace. I don't know if Starmont is as comfortable going as fast, so look for Central to force the pace a little bit here and make them out of their comfort zone again.
All right, second half action coming up here in just a second. Let's update you on girls' scores tonight. East Buchanan beat Central 51-23. Maquoketa Valley beating Edco tonight 62-25. Southwind defeated Clayton Ridge by a final score of 49-12. Second half of this ball game here, Warriors figure they've got to shoot a little better there. And for Starmont's continuing to get the ball into the hands of your playmakers as well.
Yeah, you got guys that are shooting well, and like you said, balanced scoring. We've got 7 guys in the scoring column with 2 points or more, so they got a lot of people involved. It's making it tough on this Warrior defense.
So it will be, again, Central starting the second half with Mason Lone, Griffin Hammersland, Isaac Lone, Owen Hammersland, as well as Hairtrump. So you've got the brothers out there in Lone and the brothers out there in Hammersland as well. Meanwhile, that's a starting 5, by the way, for the Warriors. They get the ball to start the second half. It'll be Opitz, Popham, Scott out there, along with Aldrich. And remember, he has 3 fouls. Gellner starts the second half of this ball game as well. Starting 5 for both these teams. And we are ready to go as we close the first half of the high school basketball season. Offensively, it is Griffin Hammerslane loses the ball. Popham able to pick it up. Races into the offensive end after a turnover, but Griffin Hammerslane gets back defensively, knocks it away, and it goes underneath the basket right side to the Stars.
And we've got one boys score. That's at the half. Edco leading Maquoketa Valley 23-20.
Yeah, forgot to pass that along at the half. Backcourt area, they get it inbounds to Popham. Popham, right side to Aldrich. Aldrich, top of the key to Popham. Popham, right side to Scott. Warriors stay 2-3 zone. Scott kicks it left corner to Opitz. Opitz back over to Popham, right side to Scott. He's open, just off the top of the key for 3. Well short. Banked long, and the rebound by Isaac Lone, and a reach-in foul committed by Opitz, and the ball goes back to the Warriors. First whistle of our second half.
And that's going to be the second foul on Wyatt Opitz. So they now have 3 guys with 2 fouls, and remember, Aldrich is sitting out there with 3 fouls.
And across the timeline once again is Mason Lone, right side to Griffin Hammersland. And Lone in the middle of the lane. Isaac Lone drives, takes the shot, facing the basket. Scott went up for the block, but a good job by Isaac Lone putting it over top. Got the roll off the back of the rim, and the Warriors back within 3. Scott to Aldrich, left side. That is Popham, left wing for 3. Popped in and out, no good. But Opitz gets the long rebound, back out on top to Aldrich. Aldrich, left side to Scott. Scott in the lane, pulls up, 12-footer, flat off the back of the rim. Shot no good, not a bad look. And here is Mason Lone back in the offensive end to Owen Hammersland. He drives in, goes to the left side, and left it short. It was long, got too far underneath. And here's the Stars back into the offensive end. Back right side to Gellner. Gellner in the lane. Scott, free throw line, takes the shot. Nope, kicks it into the corner. Opitz left side for 3. Aired it out. A rarity there. Owen Hammersland gets the rebound. Not very often you see Opitz, or we saw this earlier with Owen Hammersland. Very rarely they're that far off. Meanwhile, Hairtrump, deep right corner for 3, no good. Rebound hit off the side of the rim. Kick to the left where Opitz had the side clear. And back into the offensive end come the Stars. Starmont has not scored starting this third quarter. Scott Left wing area with it now. On top to Aldrich. Opitz in the corner to Popham. They get it to Scott. Scott drives baseline. Kicks it left side. Gellner left wing for 3 off the back of the rim. That was a nice setup by Scott as he was able to at least bring it over to the weak side. Back in the offensive end, Owen Hammersland tried to go on top to Isaac Alone, intercepted by Aldrich. Aldrich drives in, stripped out of there by Isaac Alone, but it goes out of bounds. Stays down here with the Stars. Good hustle by Isaac Alone, not giving up on that play.
Yeah, able to strip him on his way up, but couldn't get back to the ball quick enough, and it's going to trickle out of bounds. This is going to stay with the Stars here.
Aldrich back out on top to Scott. Left side, Popham. Popham drives in. Ball knocked by Isaac Lone right off the leg of Popham, driving left side. And a turnover forced by the Warriors.
Yeah, that's the first turnover in the second half for Starmont, forced by Central.
Mason Lone to Griffin Hammersland. In the corner to Hertrump. Left side to Mason Lone. He's open. Left side for 3. Circled around. Stayed right down for him. And a quick spurt by the Warriors. They're tied at 31 now here. Popham outside the lane, 12-footer, short. The rebound by Scott, who goes to the left side, uses the right hand with the reverse. 33-31, the length of Scott leads to another opportunity. Mason Lone back out on top to Griffin Hammersland. Hertrump left side to Lone. In the corner, Owen Hammersland. Deep left corner for 3 off the back of the rim. Hertrump gets the rebound as he got inside of Scott. Kisses it off the glass. 3 minutes into our third quarter. We're knotted at 33.
We're going to go back and forth, I think, in this second half. Both teams are going to have many runs, but they're going to keep it close.
Popham, 22 feet away off the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Scott knocked the rebound over top, and it goes out of bounds back to the Warriors. Popham checks out, and as does Aldrich, and also checking out will be Opitz, Francis, Timmerman, and Toll all come in for the Stars. And Central will make a substitution here, next stoppage of play, as Rignitz getting ready to come in.
And the 1-3-1 is back for Starmont.
And elbow area, Isaac Alone drives in, takes the layup, strong to the basket, off the glass, up and in. 35-33, Warriors go back up. And here is Toll, right side to Timmerman. Here's again to Scott. Tough shot over the outstretched arms of Hertrump. It is no good. The ball knocked around like a ping pong ball or pinball. And the loose rebound picked up there to the Warriors. Back offensively, Hertrump. Back left side, Mason Lone. Left side, another 3. Got it again. 38-33. Suddenly a 5-point lead for Central.
Yeah, here's Central's run, and Starmont's got to find a way to stop it, answer the call. But both teams just back and forth trying to take this thing to the next level.
And here is Gellner. The ball knocked away, goes underneath to Francis. Francis traveled with the basketball as he caught it, cutting to the baseline. And again, a turnover by the Stars, who have been outscored right now 7-2 here. Correction there, 12-2 in this third quarter. And here comes that timeout by Starmont. 38-33, Central suddenly in the lead. Let's take this break.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank, we empower success.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
4:01 left here in our third quarter. Central has their biggest lead of the night, 38-33, after trailing by 10 early.
And they're going to take the ball here in the backcourt, but 5-point lead with the ball, and looks like Starmont going to stay in that 1-3-1.
Yep, went to that 1-3-1 early in the ball game. Mason Lone opened it up for a second, but does not take the shot. Hertrump, right corner, he'll take the 3. Shot is no good. Griffin Hammersland, the rebound, is put back in the land of the Giants. Hits an 8-foot shot there off the right side. It's a 7-point lead now for Central.
Yeah, this is their biggest lead, and defensively really starting to strap down.
Left side, Scott goes underneath to Francis. Francis traveled with the basketball, driving in. No, he's fouled.
Oh, they're going to call the
and
foul
Francis,
first.
by the way, comes up limping there. May have rolled an ankle there. driving left side. The foul on the floor on the drive in, that is just the first foul on the Warriors.
That's going to be the second on Jake Hairtrump.
By the way, this is a now 14-2 run by Central. And they go to Toll. Toll on the left block, bounces it. Francis cuts in, lays it up from the right side. Nice cut in the middle of the lane. Toll the assist. They're back within 5.
Yeah, that was a nice little give and go there, and a nice pass from Toll, the assist.
Mason Lone to Rignitz. Right side, they go baseline to Hertrump. Left side, high arcing pass, but it gets to Mason Lone. Lone back out on top to Griffin Hammersland. Right side, here's Hertrump. Right side for 3, got it. Step behind the arc. Warriors go up by 8 now.
Yeah, their biggest lead. They keep extending a little bit, and they need to get a stop defensively. Starmont looking to get a bucket here.
After struggling shooting-wise the first half, they certainly have heated up here in the third. And we're inside 3 minutes left. Timmerman to Scott. Scott double pump, stripped on the way up, lost the ball. It's on the court, picked up by Toll, but he loses it on the way up. Shot no good. Timmerman picks it up in the far corner. They maintain possession. Gellner drives in, lowers the shoulder driving in, and body contacted on the way in. As Gellner was playing downhill there, it'll be Starmont's ball off the right side of the basket.
They're going to say this foul is on Griffin Hammersland, so that's going to be his first foul. And we've got a substitution, Isaac Lone, back into the ball game. Jake Hairtrump's going to check out for the Warriors.
And Hertrump just hit that 3 moments ago. Toll goes inbounds to Scott. Scott right side to Timmerman. Timmerman right wing, baseline to Scott on the right sideline. Scott reverses it left side to Gellner. Gellner top of the key to Toll. Toll right side to Scott against the central 2-3 zone. Scott back over to Toll. Toll left side to Timmerman. Timmerman in the corner. Francis wants to drive baseline and an offensive foul. Isaac Lone using the baseline as a defender. Francis knocked him to the floor. Francis ends up on the floor as well, and the Warriors get the call.
Yeah, big collision there, but definitely had position there. Isaac Lone did a nice job and give the ball back to the Warriors on the turnover.
And again across the timeline will be Mason Lone. And across right side to Griffin Hammersland, back to Mason Lone. And high post area to Isaac Lone. Baseline to Rignitz on top. They work it back left side to Mason Lone. And Mason Lone brings it to the elbow. Left side, Owen Hammersland. Left side for 3. Got it! And the Warriors burning the nets. They trail by 5 at the half. They lead by 11 with 2 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, outscoring them here 16-4.
And again, left side to Scott. Can the Stars stop the bleeding? Scott, baseline to Francis. In the lane to Scott. Right block, puts it on the floor. Everybody drives in there, and a foul as Scott brought it and put it on the floor, and the Warrior guards digging in. Griffin Hammersland dug in there, and he's called for a foul correction there. It's going to be on Isaac Lone.
Yeah, they're going to give that to Lone, but all those guards and all those Central Warriors, they just love to dig when that ball comes down, and Scott made the mistake of putting it on the floor.
Toll, Francis, and Timmerman all check out for the Stars. Popham back in there along with Opitz, as well as number 4 in Aldrich. Meanwhile, top of the key, open for 3. It is Scott off the back of the rim. Shot no good, and Isaac Lone gets the long rebound. So 90 seconds left in the third. High post area. Burns takes it to the hole. The shot up and in. Took it to the shot blocker there in Scott. Got the kiss off the glass. It's a 13-point lead.
Central is hot right now.
Aldrich, a correction there. Aldrich on top. Left side to Opitz. Opitz on top to Aldrich. Right side, Gellner, right wing for 3. Long. Stars have cooled off. The ball knocked out of bounds. It goes back to Central. It was 31-26 at the half. Starmont had the lead. They now trail by 13.
And for as cold as Central was, just not real crisp shooting, they have heated up in this third quarter and have extended a good lead.
Mason Lone stops the dribble. Right side to Isaac Lone. We're inside a minute left in the third. Owen Hammersland right side in the corner to Isaac Lone. And he drives along the baseline. Lost the ball out of bounds. May have hit the foot, but it goes out of bounds along the baseline. Turnover gives it back to the Stars.
And shot clock still on here. We're getting under a minute to play here in our third quarter.
And Aldrich, left side to Opitz. Baseline, Popham with it on the left side. Back over on top to Scott. We're down to 30 seconds left in the half. Aldrich, top of the key, knocked away momentarily, but he's able to pick it up. Scott, baseline, stopped there by Burns, kicks it over in the wing to Popham. Popham drives in the lane, pulls up, 8-foot shot, line drived it, switched it through. They're back within 11. And the Warriors will work for the last shot here with 15 seconds left in the third. Our score now 48-37. Isaac Alone center court circle will get them into this offensive set here. Isaac Alone, they spread the court. He drives in, takes a shot, leaning to the left side, uses the right hand. It's up, it's in. Foul, count the basket. And it's a 13-point lead again for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're going to give him the basket and the harm there, so Isaac Alone's going to go to the free throw line, try to extend this lead again.
Popham's foul, his second. And it is with 6.1 seconds to go. Isaac Alone finishing off the three-point play. He does not. Misses it to the right. Opitz in the backcourt. Ahead to Scott. Scott drives right side. Takes an off-balance three. On its way. It's off the back of the rim. And the third quarter comes to an end. A dominant third quarter for the Warriors. See them take the lead at 50-37 as we go to the fourth. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student-athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, Rockawire Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com.
Central outscoring Starmont 24-6 in the third quarter. They lead 50-37 as we start the fourth.
Yeah, Central shot about 69% in that third quarter. The Stars shot only about 20%.
Scott in the offensive end. Popham also out there. Opitz, Gellner, and Aldrich starting five. Scott drives in the lane. Left side to Popham. Popham from just off the elbow. 15-footer. It is good. Stars striking first. And again, they look to make up some ground here in the fourth quarter. Griffin Hammersland, Owen Hammersland. Burns starts the quarter, along with Hertrump as well as Burke. So a different lineup there. Top of the key, just off the right side. Hertrump for three, grazes the front of the rim. Rebound tipped out of there by Burke, and it goes into the hands of Griffin Hammersland, who's left wide open in the corner for three. Got it. Biggest lead of the night for the Warriors at 53-39.
Yeah, they've really extended this, and defense, they're locking down one and done for the Stars.
Aldrich left side to Popham. Popham to Aldrich. Aldrich in the lane to Scott. Scott steps through, and he's bodied on the drive in. He'll go to the, they're going to say it's on the floor as he tried to slide between two defenders. Starmont will take it off the right side.
Yeah, trying to make a move there between two defenders, and they're going to say this is on the floor, so they'll take it on the right side of the hoop.
Hertrump out along with Owen Hammersland. Isaac Lone into the ball game along with Mason Lone. So the Lone boys check in. Aldrich takes it out of bounds off the right side of the basket. And Aldrich has to go back in on top there to get it to Popham. Popham, right side to Opitz, baseline to Aldrich. And he's left open, takes the shot there from just off the right baseline. Shot no good, he tried to bank it in, tough angle. Burke gets the rebound there for the Warriors. Score to pass along. Southwind leads Clayton Ridge boys 25-7. That game is at the end of the first quarter. Griffin Hammersland open for three, circled around, no good, popped out of there, spun out of him. And Gellner gets the rebound back into the offensive end. Popham. And stops back right side to Gellner. Gellner to Aldrich. Aldrich right side to Gellner from the elbow. 15-footer shot is short. Nice box out by Burns, getting the board off the right side. Isaac Lone back into the offensive end. Knocked to the floor there. Lost the footing there along with Opitz. Opitz thought it was accidental, but he's calling for the foul. And the ball goes back to the Warriors.
And that's going to be Opitz's third. And as you said, it looked like maybe Isaac Lone was losing his footing, but maybe an extra bump. You never know. They're going to give him the foul there.
So again, it will be Central into the backcourt to Mason Lone. And again, they work it with Isaac Lone on top. Left side gets a lane to the basket. Shot blocked by Scott. Scott there for the help defense. Always good to have a shot blocker there for help. And back into the offensive end is Aldrich. Aldrich left side to Popham. Popham to Aldrich. Aldrich in the corner. Opitz. Opitz back right side to Gellner. Gellner off the right block and a reach-in foul committed by Isaac Lone. So that'll be the second foul on the Warriors. Stars have only committed 1, and we've played just 2 minutes and 3 seconds here in our fourth quarter.
And that's going to be, I believe, Isaac Lone's third. So he's going to have to play clean here, and he's smart enough to stay out on the court.
Burke and Burns check out for the Warriors, and back in there is Owen Hammersland as well as Griffin Hammersland. Meanwhile, driving in, Aldrich tried to jump stop on his way in, but the feet went boom instead of just one bounce.
Yeah, extra step there, just trying to step through the defense and trying to create something. You can see Cale Scott just getting frustrated, trying to make things happen right now.
So Central with a 14-point lead as Mason Lone on top to Hertrump. Hertrump hands it back to Owen Hammersland, just open top of the key right side, grazed the bottom of the rim. Shot is no good, and Opitz able to clear things underneath. Popham back in the offensive end. At the right elbow area, feeds Opitz, top of the key to Scott. Scott pulls the trigger, 15-footer, it is good. Again, so lengthy. Seems like he can shoot over anybody.
Yeah, he's got that long frame and those long legs. He can just elevate and shoot over the defense.
They're back within a dozen. By the way, the Stars are out of the 1-3-1 to start this quarter. They have been man-to-man since the start of this quarter. Mason Lone, right side to Isaac Lone. Lone looking for Griffin Hammersland on the block. He gets it on the right block, leans into Opitz. Double pump shot, it is no good. Good straight-up defense by Opitz. And the rebound pulled down by Scott. Quickly to Gellner in the offensive end. Gellner loses the basketball there, and it goes out of bounds. He wanted to drive baseline, but was cut off there by Owen Hammersland.
Yeah, cut off and then had the high dribble, tried to get his footing, stepped out of bounds.
And a substitution at the scorer's table. Rignitz will come back into the game for the Warriors, and those 3 fouls now, Isaac Lone will check out for Central.
I don't expect this to be real long, but they want to make sure Isaac Lone's in there near the end of the game, so give him a break now. Keep him from getting that 4th foul.
So the Stars know they'll have to get some stops defensively. And Mason Lone, left side to Owen Hammersland, right side to Hertrump, in the corner to Griffin Hammersland, left side to Mason Lone. Lone, top of the key, drives in, gets a step by everybody, but he misses the layup driving in. Great cut to the basket there. And back in the offensive end is Popham. Goes baseline, nice feed over to the underneath to Scott, who rolls to the left side, uses the left hand from underneath, wrapped around the backstop area, or I should say the backboard area, and it's a 10-point lead suddenly for Central. And the Warriors want a timeout. 4:23 left in regulation, 53-43, Central in the lead.
The Vets and Vet Techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
53-43 is our score. It is a 10-point lead for Central. Story of this game, Central scored 26 points in the first half, 24 in the third quarter.
Yeah, just phenomenal scoring. Like you said, shot 70%. They were 9 of 15, 4 of 7 from three-point land. So a great quarter of shooting.
Where Starmont shot well the first half, not quite as well here in the second half. Timmerman is checked in. Popham checks out. They actually had 6 players on the court there, but our officials make sure that everybody's at the scorer's table. And he's counting. We got 5 for Central. We got 5 for Starmont. Let's play ball. So a 10-point lead, and across the timeline is Mason Lone. Toll, by the way, checked in during that stop. Popham is right back at the scorer's table. So back out on top, Griffin Hammersland. Back over to Owen Hammersland. Owen Hammersland, right side, and it is Mason Lone. Left wing, Griffin Hammersland for 3. Got another one! 56-43. Coach Lowry's concern was the three-point line for Central and how that could cause them some problems, and it is.
And they're 8 of 21, make that 10 of 24 now.
Scott's right side, too far along the baseline, left the shot short, and a foul there as Hertrump got the rebound, and a foul committed there by the Stars. So with 3:50 left here in the fourth, Popham comes back in. Well, they'll wait for the official scores table, or the official to wave him in. Popham will check out, or into the game, I should say, and checking out for them will be Aldrich.
And they're going to say there was a foul on that, not a jump ball. So that'll go down as a foul against Toll, give the ball to the Warriors here.
And it will be Mason Lone walking it into the offensive end as Toll extends that pressure a bit to center court. Both teams with 2 fouls, by the way. Rignitz has it left side to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland wants to go one-on-one as Francis just came back into the game, gets it to Mason Lone, takes the step by, lays it up and in, but they're going to wave it off. Nice drive by Mason Lone, and the official there decided he took an extra step, and the ball goes back to the Stars.
And he may have, but if he would have replaced that and then stepped, that was a pretty play.
And left side to Popham. Popham in the corner to Timmerman. Back over to Popham. Popham, high post area. That is Scott. Puts it on the floor. Knocked away by Owen Hammersland. Here's Mason Lone in the offensive end. Drives in and he's bodied by Toll. Toll wouldn't let him by. And again, Toll, you're not going to be able to bully him going to the basket. And Mason Lone to the free throw line for 2.
Well, you can see when Mason Lone got that back in the backcourt, he had his head down. He was going to the hoop, and he expected, I'm going to have contact, but I'm going to see if I can get to the rack.
And the free throw on its way by Mason Lone. It is no good. He'll get another opportunity. Isaac Lone back in, as checking out will be Rignitz, and Aldrich comes into the game for Starmont, and Toll checks out. So 3:16 to go here in our fourth quarter. Second free throw, it is good. 57-43, a 14-point lead for the Warriors. Aldrich back right side to Francis. Francis in the lane to Scott in the corner. Popham for 3, aired it out long. Caught in mid-flight there by Isaac Lone, and they bring it back into the offensive end. Central up by 14 here with, again, inside 3 minutes now left in the fourth. Isaac Lone drives to the basket, able to beat his man, but he misses the layup driving in just off the front of the rim. Pretty drive, will they come up empty?
Two layups that the Lone brothers have missed.
Scott on the left block has the ball knocked away. One thing about Central since they went to the zone, Scott, when he gets down to the block area, they're digging down.
They're digging. They're crashing on him, putting at least 2 to 3 guys digging for any ball that comes below his waist.
Scott has it top of the key at the elbow area. Goes left side to Popham. The errant pass. Popham tries to save it out of bounds. He does towards the basket, but it goes back into the hands of Hertrumpf. And I think Central's here is going to spread the court a little bit because time is on their side unless they get a drive to the basket. Isaac Lone. High in the lane to Hertrumpf. Spins, takes the shot. He traveled with the basketball. Yeah. Oh, foul. Foul on the floor. He did travel, but there was a foul called first.
And they're going to call that on
Aldrich.
4, so that's on Aldridge. That's going to be his 4th.
And it will be Gellner into the ball game. Timmerman checks out for Starmont, and they won Central here will run the 1-4 low set. And taking it out of bounds will be Isaac Lone off the right side. And he gets it in the corner. Owen Hammersland, right corner for 3. Got it! Well, that might be your exclamation point. 60-43, Central in the lead.
Well, we thought this was going to be a dogfight, but that third quarter has really worn out the Stars.
Gellner, baseline 12-footer off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound picked up there by Francis. He was run into by Isaac Lone. That'll be the third foul committed there by the Warriors, and Starmont maintains possession with 2:02 to go here in our fourth. Central boys, by the way, we mentioned the Central girls having to play at Key High tomorrow. That'll be the case for the Central boys.
Yeah, Central boys have a game up there at Key High, so a long travel day tomorrow for the Warriors.
Francis and Popham check out. Back into the game is Curtis. Also in there is number 34 for Starmont and Caleb Boardman. Meanwhile, left side, Scott, 17-footer, left wing, no good. Mason Lone got the rebound, and Central wants to take a timeout. 1:52 to go. Warriors appear on their way, 60-43. Let's take this break.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
Couple of scores to pass along at the end of 3. Maquoketa Valley leads Edco 35-29 in boys basketball, and South Wind leads Clayton Ridge at the half 40-16. Meanwhile, Central using the timeout. Griffin Hammersland into the backcourt here to Mason Lone, and Starmont looking to do some trapping here out of their half-court defense. Griffin Hammersland has it left side, goes to Owen Hammersland, back out on top to Mason Lone. Central steps right through it there. Mason Lone does, back to Griffin Hammersland. Hammersland with it, back out on top to Mason Lone. In the lane, Isaac Lone, deep right corner, Hammersland for 3. That's Owen, shot no good. Mason Lone gets the rebound, drives in and scores the layup. 62-43, Stars are hoping to get a stop, but the Warriors pick up the loose basketball and a bucket.
Yeah, that long rebound trickled out of there.
And as they come into the offensive end, Aldrich looked to go down low, traveled with the basketball, and it goes back there to Central with 1:17 to go. Starmont has scored 12 points this second half.
Yeah, kudos to the Warrior defense, but they're scorching the nets offensively in the second half.
Griffin Hammersland into the offensive end. They beat the press. The pass to Hertrump, drops it, regroups, blocked by Scott. Scott helping out defensively. They'll take it off the right side of the basket, but only 1:07 to go here in our fourth quarter.
Yeah, under almost a minute to play here. Central just needs to take care of the basketball and work that clock a little bit.
Back out on top, Griffin Hammersland with the basketball. Starmont, by the way, 1-3-1, back to that. And Mason Lone has it on top. We were talking about schedule-wise. Starmont is off until the 6th when they'll take on East Buchanan. And Griffin Hammersland back over left side to Mason Lone. Shot clock's at 8. They're going to have to move it here. Hertrup, deep right corner for 3. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down. There's a tie-up as the rebound coming down with it was Boardman. He's tied up by Isaac Lone. It'll stay down here with Central and 43 seconds to go. The shot clock's at 33, so they've got plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time to run clock, but that was just opportunistic out of Isaac Lone saying there's an opening.
Inbounds, Griffin Hammersland rolled to the basket but missed the layup driving in on a well-designed inbounds play. Scott drives in the lane, pulls up, 10-foot shot off the back of the rim, shot no good. Rebound picked up by Griffin Hammersland with 30 seconds to go here in our fourth quarter. And the Warriors do not have to shoot if they choose. Hertrump holds the basketball here, back over to Hammersland, and then now work it back out on top here to Mason Lone. Lone with it, left side, hands it over to Owen Hammersland, back over to Isaac Lone, and Starmont going to let him play it out. Mason Lone back over to Griffin Hammersland. Central fans come to their feet. What a dominant second half for the Warriors. They outscore Starmont 36-12 in the second half. And the Warriors win by a final score of 62-43. With the win, the Warriors 5-2. Starmont drops to 6-3. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
Choose skilled care to recover from your surgery or illness. Grace Bowman of Eitzen did, and she states, "When I came into the hospital following surgery in La Crosse, the first thing I noticed was it seems like family. The whole unit was welcoming, kind, caring, and glad I was there. I felt peaceful, and with their help I knew that I would get back home again, which I did just 2 weeks later. The entire staff was encouraging and always gave the extra mile. Wherever you are, remember to ask for skilled care."
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkwood Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase in Allwine. Lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com and Bacon Concrete in Postville.
Final score, it is once again 62-43, Central victorious over Starmont in our boys game. Again, it was 31-26, Stars in the lead at the half. Central outscored them 24-6 in the third quarter and 12-6 in the final quarter. They win by a final score of 62-43. We turn things over to Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, the team stats for Central.
Central was led tonight by Mason Lone. He had 21 points. Owen Hammersland had 12 points. We've got Isaac Lone with 9 points, Griffin Hammersland with 9 points, Jake Hairtrump with 9 points, Garrett Burns with 2 points, so 62 tonight for the Warriors. They shot 36% tonight, 11 of 29, 38% behind the arc, 9 of 26 inside for 35%. 7 of 14 from the free throw line, so a little down there at 50%, and 11 turnovers on the night for the Warriors.
And remember, they were 3 of 14 shooting in the opening quarter, so they shot obviously quite a bit better as the game went on, especially in that third quarter. Totals now for Starmont.
For Starmont, they were led by Cal Scott. He had 12 points. Wyatt Opitz with 8 points. Dylan Popham with 7 points. Jager Timmerman with 7 points. 5 points for Elliot Francis. Noah Gellner with 2 points. And Jack Toll with 2 points. So 43 points tonight for the Stars. They shot 35%, 4 of 20 behind the arc, that's 20%, 14 of 32 otherwise, that's 44%, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Those 3 free throws came in the first quarter. They did not shoot a free throw for 3 quarters, and they ended up with 18 turnovers tonight after only having those 4 in the first quarter.
Yeah, so again, Central up the pressure there, and Central wanted to get this game going up tempo there, and again, Starmont had the first half going the way they wanted to.
Yeah, I think tempo in the first half, definitely what Starmont wanted. Second half, Central definitely controlled that tempo and took advantage of it when they could.
All right, again, boys update, Maquoketa Valley leading Edco in the fourth quarter. We should get a final of that ball game before we're out of here. 35-28, Maquoketa Valley in the lead. South Wind is on their way to beating Clayton Ridge. They led at the half 40-16, so barring a major collapse there, South Wind will continue to be in the mix on the big school side. Earlier tonight in girls basketball, East Buchanan beat Central in our girls game 51-23. Maquoketa Valley beat Edco 62-25, and South Wind over Clayton Ridge by a final score of 49-12. We'll take a break. When we return, we plan on talking with Central basketball coach Brady Stramer and also Starmont basketball coach Dwayne Lowry when our postgame show continues after this.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, well, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors, where we've been selling cars the old-fashioned way, with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it's knocked over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electric shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. The Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service.
Welcome back to Starmont. Final score, 62-43. Central victorious over Starmont in a boys game. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, wow, what a third quarter. Outscoring them 24-6. What a great way to turn the game around.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked at halftime. We thought we went 2-3 there in the second quarter. I thought that was a better look for us. We talked about that in half. I thought our defense was phenomenal. Like you said, 6 points, that's always going to give you a good chance to win games. But the offensive end, I thought we had some rush shots early in the first half against their 1-3-1 defense. But that third quarter, we were much more patient. We had really good shots, which helped.
All right, and the big thing is the balanced scoring continues for you guys. Let's start with Mason Lone. A great floor game with 21 points.
Absolutely. The points kind of stick out to you, but I thought his energy and effort on the defensive end is always there. He's our leader, getting us organized on offense. He does so many things that go unnoticed. And like you said, the balance. We had 3 guys at 9 points. Otherwise, 1 more point each. That's 5 guys in double figures. That makes us hard to guard, and that's what our key to victories most nights.
Owen Hammersline with 12 points for you as well, your leading scorer.
Absolutely. Again, he's kind of that catch-and-shoot guy, but I thought he attacked the basket and played off 2 feet really well, which we need him to do as well.
Isaac Alone, Griffin Hammersline, and Jake Hertrump were the other 3 players with 9.
Yep. Again, like I said, we don't need one guy every night to go out there and get 20 for us. I think our balanced attack is our biggest strength, frankly. That was great to see it again tonight.
And one thing we've talked about here is obviously having guards. Turnovers not an issue in this ball game. You're able to force some turnovers.
Yep, having 3 or 4 guys that can handle the ball and feel comfortable doing that certainly helps. But again, their conditioning, I'll give our guys a lot of credit. They play a lot of minutes, especially Mason and Griffin. They don't come out very often, and for them to give us energy and effort on both ends each night, it's huge for us.
Yeah, and even the bench tonight, I think, contributed for you.
Yep, Carson and Garrett especially, they always give us energy and effort. Garrett, I don't know how many rebounds he had, but they seem like big ones each time. Again, he's usually outside, so he's always physical in battles. And then Carson, he's just an energizer bunny on both ends, usually getting loose balls and diving on the court, and we need those guys as much as we need anybody.
All right, quick turnaround tomorrow.
Very quick. I told the guys enjoy this tonight, but we got to turn the page. We got a tough conference battle tomorrow, all the way in Lansing. We know they're really good. They're a solid team and even better at home. So we got to be ready to go tomorrow night.
Yeah, absolutely. A chance to go into the break first place in the Upper Iowa Conference Small Division.
Yeah, we got to come ready to play tomorrow.
All right. Good luck to you, Coach. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you there. Central coach Brady Stramer talking things over about his Warrior team victorious tonight, 62-43. We'll take a break. Still plan on talking to Starmont boys basketball coach Dwayne Lowry when our postgame show continues after this.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Welcome back to Starmont. Again, our final score, 62-43, 19-point victory for Central in our boys game tonight. I want to pass along our girls finals once again earlier tonight. In our featured game, East Buchanan defeating Central 51-23. South win over Clayton Ridge 49-12. Maquoketa Valley defeated Edco by a final score of 62-25. Again, we're still hoping to talk with Starmont boys basketball coach Dwayne Lowry. But coach, first off, let's get your thoughts on our girls game as East Buchanan, their length causing problems for Central.
Yeah, they had some athletes out there. They had a lot of length, a lot of height, and Central just had a hard time matching up with that. And cold shooting combined with that just made things really difficult for the Warriors to get anything going. I know they've got some sickness going through over there at Central, and they looked out of sorts. They got to bounce back, though. They got a big game. They got to go up to Key High, and Key High is a good ball club up there, and it's always hard to play in Lansing.
And again, Central now 5-4. East Buchanan is now 2-5. They will play Waterloo East on the 3rd, and as we mentioned, Central has a ball game tomorrow against Lansing Key High with a matinee affair. Get out of school early, and they got a 3 o'clock game at Lansing Key High tomorrow night. So good luck to Central, and good luck as well to East Buchanan in their ball games there as they get ready for the second half of the season. Our boys final tonight, once again, 62-43. Dominant second quarter in that ball game by the Warriors. They overcame a 5-point halftime deficit. And again, able to win this ball game, holding Starmont to 12 points in the second half. They win 62-43.
They came out on fire in that third quarter. Just a different looking ball club, and did it with the offense, did it with the defense, and they looked pretty sharp. Another update from Edgewood: Edco is down 8 with just a couple minutes to play.
All right, so we'll try to get a final before we're out of here. That ball game with Maquoketa Valley and Edco. And again, the other boys' scores tonight. You mentioned the Edco East Maquoketa Valley game. Also, Southwind leads Clayton Ridge at the half. Score of that ball game is 40-16. So again, our final score of this ball game, 62-43. Post-game show continues now, and we're joined by Starmont boys basketball coach Dwayne Lowry. Coach, first off here, you had a concern about Central and their outside shooting. You had mentioned that pregame show. Obviously, the third quarter, things turned.
Absolutely. I think in the third quarter, I think we scored 6 and they scored 24 or something like that. That was when things fell apart. They started to hit the threes. First half, they weren't having much luck with the threes. And once they started dropping, we couldn't seem to penetrate their defense. And if we got a shot up, we started shooting some threes of our own. That was not a good choice, okay? And once those threes were shot, if they didn't go in, I don't think we ever got the rebound.
Yeah, and obviously you guys figure with your length and athleticism, you'd be able to hold your own on the boards.
You know, the problem is when we shoot threes, it seems like everybody wants to watch the arc, and they want to watch it in, as opposed to some other shot where we're more inclined to go to the basket. We've talked about that. I've used these exact words. So it was disappointing from that. It was disappointing that we didn't play our game in the second half. And we felt that there was opportunities, even though Central played really tough defense. As soon as Kale or anybody else got the ball in the middle, there was not only the guy guarding him, but there was 2 people scrapping around in there, making life difficult. You couldn't catch the ball, turn, put a move on, and put the ball on the floor without getting into trouble. And that hurt us, and we didn't overcome that. We feel that there was opportunities to get the ball in the middle and immediately get it down to a cutter coming through, especially on the low side, and we felt that was open. A few times we got it in there, but we failed to do we just basically failed to play our game.
And again, we saw you guys the other night against Edco, and you know what this team can do.
Yeah, I mean, and the last thing I said to the players after the game, after we talked about a lot of things, that's why it took a while to get up here, the last thing I said is, guys, I have confidence we're going to come back, shake this off, and we'll be just fine. Do you guys have the same confidence? They did. I said, well, that's what we're focused on. It's from the next game. It's not this game. We learned from that. We don't dwell on it. and we have a practice tomorrow. We're going to have a hard practice, not a punishment type of hard, but a focused on basketball, focused on what we want to do type practice to get back in sync with where we want to be.
And again, you go into the break 6-3. So all said, it's still a good step forward so far the first half of the season.
It's a good step forward. You know, it's hard to complain about this. We feel that there's maybe one game for sure that we should have got, and maybe there's 2 games that we could have got. I mean, we were up by 5 tonight at half.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a hard-fought game. We got in some foul trouble. We started shooting some threes a little bit in desperation mode. That is not our style, and we really kind of talk against that. But that's the way it was. And they didn't fall. We got no offensive boards.
All right, Coach. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We look forward to catching up with you guys.
We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you,
doing our games. Thank you
betcha.
very much.
Starmont basketball coach Dwayne Lowry talking things over about his Stars team. As again, they dropped a decision tonight, 62-43. We're joined once again by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's get your thoughts on our boys' game tonight.
Well, you know, we saw what Starmont can do against Edco. They looked really sharp tonight. That second half, Central's defense and their scoring really set the tone in the second half, and I think showed what they can do, and they're kind of in control of their own destiny with that game against Keyhigh tomorrow. But Starmont will bounce back. They've got weapons. They've got kids who can score. They've got length. We saw how, you know, frustrating that length can be to another team. So I think they're going to be okay, but as Coach Lowry talked about, they'll refocus. They'll come back tomorrow, practice, and Central, they don't have time to dwell on the win. They got to go play Keyhigh tomorrow.
Yeah, and again, that's a matinee face. Get back kind of later tonight. Get back up and at them tomorrow. Final day of school, and then head to Keyhigh late tomorrow afternoon. A couple of games going on the 23rd, which is surprising. But again, everybody's just trying to get them made up there. Our next broadcast coming up on Saturday, January 3rd. North Fayette Valley and MFL Marmac start the second half of the season for us in makeup games with the Chalk Talk at 3:30. Game time at 4 o'clock here on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, Coach.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, Dan. Enjoy it with your family.
Thank you very much. Once again, for Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Caitlin Mussman for running our studio show. Also thanks to Allie Curtis for running our camera here tonight. For a complete recap of tonight's ballgame, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com and click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.